What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning in for another edition of the Millionaire Morning Show. I am your host, Anton Daniels. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, friends and family? Man, I didn't get off the live streams till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Because I was kicking it with everybody. Shout out to Yuck Mouth. Shout out to a bunch of different people that wanted to kick it about the whole situation. So instead of doing a regular show, because I feel like I would be robbing y'all if I did a regular show, because I already know the whole show, y'all going to be asking me what's going on, what is it, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You want to hear it direct from the horse's mouth. So we just going to talk about this maybe for about an hour, and then I'm going to get off, and then we're going to do regular shows on Saturday and Sunday and for the rest of the week. So Thursday through Sunday is we going to just straight up stream. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking the weekend off, we just going to stream, and I'm going to give y'all what's happening in real life. So I'm out here in Los Angeles, and I've been out here for a long time. So what's up with y'all? What up? What up? Let me see. Totally, you was totally expecting that. Hearing it from you first. Didn't think it would go well, but not like that. Let me read some of y'all super chats and stuff, and then we're gonna get into it, and I'll tell y'all what's really happening. Why I wake up this morning and find out Anton made Corey sensitive. Godson says Chicago native Corey fan, but last night was an example of why everybody can't move with us. And why one's community shouldn't be selected by race, but by character and value. Blaming white people keeps you stuck. I'm going to address all of that. Do y'all need me? Because, I mean, y'all seen it, right? Do y'all need me to play it? Or do y'all need me to narrate what was going on? Let me see something real quick. I just want to check something. Show it. All right, I'll pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can get it up for y'all. All right, let me see where we get into it. Let me see where the conversation first started off.
Who got something to say, like what you say and what I say, I think it's going to be interesting.
I do too. Yeah. I think it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, we had a great conversation too. We had time before you got here, so we had a great
conversation. Shout out to Darlene. Let me first say that Darlene is one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life. Real, sweet, slow motion. Talked to her for a while. Shout out to Darlene. All right. Let me go ahead and go through this a little bit. I'm going to try to speed this up. So.
You you don't need to
That's what's
butter.
up.
I made
you don't
sure
need to
that
butter
I
me
made
up.
sure that she felt good about this.
Yeah, you don't need to butter.
We still trying to get Shannon Sharp on here so Darlene can have something to do after the show that she'll be proud of.
Oh, brother. Too old, that man.
Greg going out here doing his thing. I'm gonna do all politics because that ain't what the show
We
about.
got to get there though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
Here. So I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I tell you like this. I cannot respect men who are claim jackers. Like I don't
Like what? Give me an example.
like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life thing. Like, what did they take?
The United States.
So right away, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm gonna be so honest and so real. In the very beginning, when we first started this, I realized that he didn't have the intellectual capacity to have a real conversation. This is the honest to God truth. I mean, how do you want me to break this down? Greatest country in the world. You don't know the history of slavery. He really don't even know the laws. He don't know about what happened with black people. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know you're benefiting and you're sitting here living on the land that it is that you're talking about. You can't give any real examples. This was not going to be an intellectual conversation. It just is what it is. But this is what I've been telling y'all. This is what I've been telling y'all. These dudes are Neanderthals. The people that we champion in our community are Neanderthals. We don't have any heroes. We don't have any leaders. Are they entertaining? Yeah, but they would have been the court gestures back in the day. So right away, I'm already situationally aware. Already situationally aware. But this is another reason why, and I told Corey this on the phone before I even came out here. Corey asked, could I come on the platform? I never asked him. I just reached out based off of the people that was around me. Shout out to Fawcett, shout out to Gooch, shout out to a lot of people. And I'm like, yeah, it's an opportunity to expand my platform 100%. So, why not? Why not take advantage of it? And I wasn't looking to go in there and belittle or embarrass anybody. I was looking to come in and put on a good show. So the one caveat and the one criteria that I said was I'm only doing it in person from now on. I'm not doing no more, online live stream interviews because I can't have nobody controlling the narrative. I don't want nobody muting my mic. I don't want nobody saying and kicking me. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I go, I do an interview from now on. It's got to be face to face. I'm not doing any more live streams. So I'm over here in Los Angeles in their backyard. But again, the first thing that I realized was I'm talking to a Neanderthal because he don't even have the intellectual capacity to understand it. That's why he only talk about the stuff that he talk about.
As an African-American male.
Because most of the niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism.
All right,
These
we
is
already
new
know all
niggas.
that. That ain't the shit that y'all want to get into. Y'all don't care about that. Because we didn't really talk about anything of substance. I want to get straight to the shit. I'm not an ass kisser of no. I think you doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
On the streets, I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the ICE agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. He not even in the city where he came from. I'm not impressed with niggas. And listen, I'm not telling you that you can't move to where you came from. But what makes y'all think that these niggas got more street cred? Because they dress like this? Because they dress more hood? Because of the shit that they do on stage? What make a nigga real? What makes somebody real? Because they say that they real? Because they say they from somewhere? Or did they stay down in the city that they was allegedly born from and hold it down and continue to add value to it? I'm still in my same city that I was born and raised in. I can move anywhere I want to move in the world. Still in the city, still in the streets, still touchable, still kick it with the people, still walk around very, very comfortable with no security in my own city. All that, I'm from the streets, I represent it. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Like, I don't have the same respect for these niggas. Listen. Y'all look at them because y'all seen they specials. Y'all look at them because y'all see them on the internet. I'm not impressed with them because I've seen behind the curtain. I've seen behind the curtain. All of these people are not what y'all think that they are. And so when they finally interacting with somebody and you the same way online as you are in person, it bothers them. It's almost like spiritual. It's almost like spiritual.
In the blackest city in the United States of America, I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people.
Facts. Facts. Nigga, I'm an economy.
I put my money in my community with my people.
Listen. They don't want to hear that shit because now it flies in the face of the sellout narrative. Because it's about what you do, not about all of that talking, not about whether or not you saying the things that mean something. It's about what you do. They don't want to hear that shit. That's nice. That's nice. It's a hate. It's a hate within their spirit. Man, I'm telling you, bro. It's a hate within their spirit. They don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't know if y'all don't understand, black people. Listen, for all of the black people and Americans that's listening to this right now, these niggas don't have y'all best interests at heart. Don't give a fuck about you. Nigga, they monetizing you. And that's why I told that nigga that he was sucking the dick of black people. But we gonna get there too.
So I choose to engage. So when we
is that what I said? I said when the cops
insane.
shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
talk about liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the
talk about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss. Listen. Then they try to say your boss because they want to insinuate that you're doing it to stay in the good graces of somebody. Anybody that has ever tapped into this platform, anybody that has ever watched any of my live streams, you know I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. I done went off on the whitest of white people, blackest of black people, outsiders, immigrants, the whole 9 yards. And I have zero people, no ownership, no management, no bosses. I don't worry about no sponsorships. I am 100% owned on my own. I have zero financing that I have to worry about. I own all of my properties. I own all of my cars. I own my own portfolio, the whole 9 yards. I can say what I want to say because I don't have to worry about getting fired. I don't have to worry about a sponsor saying we don't fuck with you no more. I say what I want to say. That's the whole point. So you're not talking to somebody that's bought. I ain't never took a dime on a political pact. Every decision that I make, every position that I take, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, is because that's what I really believe, right or wrong. I really believe it.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the down men? Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they... I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are.
Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
So the reason that I said let's slow down is because in a conversation, when you move from point to point to point to point to point really fast, I want to go on slavery. I want to go to this. As soon as you start explaining yourself, somebody move on to the next thing. And it's strategic that they do that because it make it seem like you're dodging, but they don't want to deep dive into the conversation. They don't want to really, really get to the point. They don't really want to be exposed on why you believe what you believe. What did the transatlantic slave trade, what really happened during the transatlantic slave trade? How do we get here? Why are we even Democrat? Black people, when I told him, I said, listen, We were never Democrat. We were always Republican, and we were always conservative. It was move on to the next part. But why did you talk? Why you go? And it's like, okay. Then I started realizing, okay, I see where this is going. Let's slow down. Let's go point by point, and let's break this shit down. Because we got all night. I ain't going nowhere. I slotted myself just for this conversation. But this is where we gonna get to it. And let me tell you what the blogs missed. But they do that intentionally.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
Now, they don't add that part in there. Why don't they add that part in there? Where it start is after he say that. The disrespect was before I ever said anything. When you see this chopped up on platforms, they chop it where I then respond to the energy. They don't chop it where the disrespect started. They chop it. Oh man, if Anton would, nigga, he started saying disrespectful shit way before I ever even. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna return the same energy that you gave it to. When they start their clips, and when people start to do their narrative, they don't start it at where he said, "You kissing Caucasian men ass." Is that gay? You telling another man that he kissing a white man's ass? Can I take that as gay? Would I be justified to be offended at that? But I respect it though, because you said it to my face. I respect it. Because you didn't say it when I was gone, you said it to my face. I'm going to give him that. At the very least, you got to give him that. You have to give it that he said it to my face. But that don't mean shit to me. You know why? Because he don't know me in real life. And so I don't take it to mean shit. His words don't resonate with me. And so this is another thing that I want y'all to learn, black people. They not smart like that, bro. They not smart. They want you to be a victim. I don't look at myself as a victim. My father taught me that life is 90%, 10% of what happens to you, 90% of how you respond to it. Why would I get offended? I've never pedestalized this nigga. This nigga don't mean nothing to me. He a content creator, as far as I'm concerned, just like I am. Why? I'm not tripping about it. Okay, cool. So that's where we going? Well, if that's where we going, then we can go all the way to hell with it. You can't control how a nigga respond to you once you disrespect him. You can't say, oh, it's levels to disrespect. Nigga, you disrespected me to my face.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit.
Oh, now you offended. Now you rolling your eyes and you offended. They never start where the disrespect start. They always go where niggas get offended. And let me tell you another thing about black people. They emotional. They emotional. They can't hold that shit in. They can't control themselves. But where he went wrong is this. And I'm gonna tell you where he went wrong.
You do? Let me tell you what you do.
Nah, homie, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucker.
Listen. This is what I know for sure. One thing is for sure, and two things is for certain. You can't say I'm jumping off the porch and don't jump. You can't go to the end of the ledge and don't jump. Nigga, you might as well have left Darlene in the middle of us because you got to do something now. You got to do something now. I'm not impressed. Ain't no fear in me. Listen. I'm telling you, I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all can go back and watch it for yourself. The nigga was shaking like Muhammad Ali at the Olympics, nigga. They were shaking. He was shaking. His hand was like this the whole time. He was shaking like Muhammad Ali at the Olympics. Boy, that nigga was shaking so bad. And some people can make the case and say, well, people get like that when they really mad or when they really nervous and it didn't go the way that they thought it was going to go. You seen it?
Fucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Well, I tell you what. Watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do.
I said what I said, nigga. I said it to your face twice. Call it what you want. I said what nigga, you heard me. It wasn't no mincing words. Don't say, hey man, knock the stick off of my shoulder. Nigga, knock it off my shoulder this time. Step over this line. Nigga, we not in high school, nigga. You heard me. What the fuck are you talking about? This ain't elementary school. Hey, knock the stick off my shoulder one more time. Nigga, you heard me twice. You heard me twice. You started the disrespect. I met you with the same energy. I'm in your city, in your studio, with all of your friends all around. Now you got to do something. You got to do something. Or I know who you really are now. All of that shit talking, all of that bossing up on women, all of that talking about niggas in real life and all of that shit, nigga, we not impressed by it.
No dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit. Oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking about.
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right.
All right, that's
Now,
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I'm gonna
I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But
We
you're not
good.
bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do dick
We can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right down
Yo.
right now and go out back.
We can put the microphone down right now and go out back. We ain't got to risk our platforms. No. Let's really break this down. We ain't got to risk our platforms. We ain't got to risk it being demonetized. We know how YouTube feel about fighting online. They don't do fights. They don't do none of that shit. They will shut you down immediately. It's a fact. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. We ain't got to do none of the fluff. We ain't got to do it for the internet. We can go out back right now, shoot the fade, and do what we do. Because if this is what you saying that you are, then we can go ahead and do it.
I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Sir.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my
I
mouth.
got a
You
question
running
for
your
Anton.
mouth.
I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit for
sucking
the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you want to say Anton, listen, don't
I'm gonna let
disrespect
you
me like
finish.
that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it
Call this nigga out his name?
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
Now his people trying to derail it and trying to calm it down. So shout out to his people.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
Don't switch seats, nigga, like you tough. Don't switch seats like you pressing me.
No, this
because
my
I take
show.
That's
This
cool.
my
That's
show.
cool, but I take that shit as a threat. too.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I
It's
don't
a
dick
threat that you
suck,
say a
my
lot of
nigga.
shit. Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't
bro.
dick suck.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
I told you right now, you're not gonna do shit. Look, bro, I don't know what part of the world y'all from, but either you are or you're not. You don't need no battery in your back in order to do so. You don't need him, you don't need her, you don't need none of that shit. If you feeling some type of way, you don't need no battery in your back. You don't need somebody to push you over the edge in order to do it. Nigga, either you are or you not. Don't do all of the performative shit. Don't do it for the internet. Don't try to save face, because that's the truth.
Me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
Shit. You're not gonna
Come at me with. Say I suck dick again.
All right, so now he put the microphone down, right? He put the microphone down, right? All right, cool.
Again, nigga.
We can go out back right now.
It ain't nothing else to talk about. And from my perspective, once you put the microphone down, it ain't nothing else to talk about, because you're not trying to talk no more. You don't want to resolve it. You don't want to be amicable. You don't want to debate. You don't want to do none of that shit. So from my perspective, okay, well, I guess that's that. I guess we going up then, right? We could just go ahead and head out back right now. Let's rock out. You put the mic down. Let's go out back right now. Let's do it.
We can go out back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
What we still talking about? What are we still talking about? Nigga, let's just go out back and shoot a fair one. This is the second time I invited you to go shoot a fair one. I bet you won't say it. Nigga, we can go out back right now. What is we talking about? Why are we sitting here debating? Fuck the optics. Fuck all of this. Let's not risk the money, but let's go ahead and get this shit out of our system, and then we're going to come back and we're going to figure it out. What is we talking about? You put the mic down. You not talking no more. You got Darlene coaching you right now.
We can go out back right now.
Third time. I'm right there. I'm looking at him right there.
I got money for all this.
I got money for all this. I'm richer than you, nigga. I'm not even sure that Corey is rich. What the fuck is we talking about? See, you can't see, we disarm them, because you can't say, well, I'm doing it because I don't want to risk nothing, because I offered you to shoot a fair one in the back, so you don't fuck up the money, you don't fuck up your people money, you don't fuck up the platform, none of that shit. I offered you 3 times. Fuck the bullshit. You can't say, well, I don't want to get sued. I got more money than you. I'm the one that's the liability. I'm the one that's the liability. They can't use the money argument. You can't use the intellectual argument. I'm in your city. Look, I don't know if y'all understand this. I don't know if y'all really understand this. I'm in your city. I flew out to LA. You not in Detroit. You not in my city. I'm in your city and your studio. In your studio. If I'm not what you say I am, why am I in your studio saying let's shoot a fair one? Listen, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to assume. We don't have to say what we are or we not. We could just do whatever it is that we're going to do. I'm in your city, your address, and I'm right there. So we could have did that on some intellectual shit, or we could have do it that other way. But if you not gonna do nothing, then stop wolfing. I don't threaten niggas in real life. I don't say what I'm going to do to you in real life in front of a nigga in his face. Nobody does that. You old enough. We not in high school. Nobody does that. Either they are or they not.
Either it's up or it's not. I've never seen a nigga in the hood. I've never seen a nigga in court. I've never seen anybody, nobody explain what you have to do to continue to push them over the edge after you already said what you said. Nigga, it's either up or it's not. Or we might as well just go back to podcasting, because that's all we are. We just podcasting and we content creators at this point. Because don't nobody need nobody to put a battery in their back. I'm right here in front of your face. Let's shoot one. That's all for the internet, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, nigga was shaking like a salt shaker. When he say study the video, go study the video. Nigga was shaking like a salt shaker. Nigga was nervous. What you looking for your microphone for? You put it down. Why you looking for your microphone? You put it down. It's these new, I don't know, maybe he adapted to the new generation of niggas. I'm saying it right there.
Whatever.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey,
No, it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Golly, get out the way.
Why you telling her to get out the way like you gonna do something though? Why are you telling her to get out the way like you gonna do something? Why you looking at her? He looking at her, I'm looking at him. He's looking at her. This is the equivalent of, hey, get out the way. The girl is in the way. He wanted to swing so bad. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Let me be very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. These niggas in real life is frauds. Nigga, who Corey done beat up? Corey would have got the shit beat out of me. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. And I'm not, listen, I'm telling you, it is what it is. I would have beat the dog. I would have dog walked that nigga. I would have beat the shit out of Corey. His hands was shaking like a stripper. The nigga was scared. The nigga ain't want to do nothing. All of that woofing online. Nigga, I'm right here in your studio right in front of you. Nigga, if you feel so disrespected, then do something. The fuck is you talking about? Nigga, that's all we do in Detroit is fades. Nigga, that's why I keep telling you. Nigga, that's all we do in the city is fades. That's all we do. My brothers, my nephews, my uncles, my homies. That's all we do is fades. That's all we do. All of this is fade life. All this right here is fade life, nigga. I don't have to talk about it on the internet. I don't have to talk about it on the internet. Now, I don't want to do that because that's the thing that we tried to get away from. That's the shit that we got away from in the hood. Give a fuck about what you talking about, nigga. I want to be on some intellectual shit. But see, these niggas be thinking that they can do that shit on the internet. They think that, oh man, you know, I could sell a wolf ticket. I could sell a wolf ticket. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get into none of that at all. Zero, zilch, nada. I don't want to do none of that. Oh, Corey broke his wrist. The nigga sit the fuck down. Sit down in and stop acting tough. Stop. Just stop. Again, I'm in your city, in your studio, with your people, and I'm not interested in fighting. But if you put the microphone down, and I guess that's what we doing, huh?
Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't
Yeah,
got
nigga.
to go out back
Sit
right
down. Sit down. Let me tell you something, homie. Nah, nigga, I don't want to hear your fake intellectual preaching now. I'm not interested in none of that shit. I don't want to hear your messages of truth. I don't want it. No, not see. Now it's different. Now I'm in control. Now I'm in control. And from here on out, and no, he disrespected me first. I don't give a fuck about what the vlog say, nigga. Go and look at the video. He disrespected me first. I gave him back that same energy, and I'm still standing up, and you sat down, nigga. Now I'm in control. And if you look at the rest of the live stream, from here on out, I sunned that nigga. I told him to his face, nigga, you a hypocrite. I told him to his face, man, I ain't never stood down from nobody. I said, nigga, you scared of Dave Chappelle. And he admitted it. He admitted it. I said, you scared of Dave Chappelle. And he admitted it. Yeah, I stood down on that. Told that nigga, you don't have the capacity. What? I said, nigga, you ain't even gonna have me on the show again because you scared. I told that nigga the whole rest, whatever the 45 minutes that I was on the show, I sunned that nigga from the day in and day out. How you let an internet nigga son a legendary comedian? How you let an internet nigga, bro, I'm an internet nigga. I'm a software engineer. I worked in corporate America and now I'm on the internet. How you let a nigga with a button-up shirt on with his logo on it come in and sun you on your own platform? This was supposed to be a wash in every way, shape, and form. He's supposed to destroy me in every way. This shouldn't even be questionable. We shouldn't even be questioning you. We shouldn't question your intellect. We shouldn't question your jokes. We shouldn't question your gangster. We shouldn't question that we in your city. If y'all niggas in Chicago still claim Corey, y'all niggas is corny. If this is your hero, if this is the nigga that y'all stand with, how you let a corporate internet nigga come in your city and ask you to shoot a fair one and you sat down? You said it looked bad all around. No, it don't. No, it don't. It looked bad for niggas. It looked great for me. Nigga, listen. There is no way in every shape and form this could not have went better for me. This was my greatest victory to date. In every shape, everything that you can think about. Visibility, pulling up to y'all city, monetization, getting more trending on Twitter. And every single metric, I won. I win all across the board. And I know that make niggas upset because y'all be waiting on a nigga to say something to me. Oh man, he would never say that to somebody. I said it. And I stood 10 toes down on it. I said it to the nigga that talked the most shit, that had the most to say. See, he'd do that shit to a woman, but see, when a nigga say it to his face, he'd do that shit to a woman, but when a nigga say it to his face, I flew to your city. No, you offered to do an internet live. I said, no, let's do it in person. You let me show out in your city. I won. I'm safe. I'm comfortable. I'm looking at Crypto Arena literally right across the street. I'm rich. And then let me tell you, this is the cherry on top.
This is the cherry on top. Let me show you something. I tried the debate. They didn't want to do that. Hold on, let me go to it. I'm going to address, he said that I bring my girlfriend with me. We'll talk about it. I'm going to show it to you. He tried to have a regular show. They didn't want to talk about that regular shit no more, bro. Let me tell you how much of a bitch this nigga is. I'm going to show you.
Certain words
That's
you just
a
don't
hating.
use.
In here with this
Conversation that happened. Why you so easily offended?
that shit will lead to some
would
danger.
we please stop the
Trust me.
the tough talk?
Now I don't believe you. But let's get to the whole what really make this nigga a bitch. All of that other stuff, let's brush it under the rug. Let's get to it.
I got security, you got security. Ain't
Homie,
nobody
I
doing
ain't got
shit.
security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody to
You
be.
better.
Absolutely. 100%.
How you be talking?
Anytime I go out of town, I'm always gonna be securityed up. Anytime I go out of town, I'm always gonna be securityed up. Always. But I tell the security, hey, stand down. We gotta shoot a fair one. He ain't tripping off that shit. He ain't tripping off of it at all.
Hey, stop talking tough. Stop talking
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that you're
I'm not
even a
talking tough.
guy.
I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so
You
easily
said you
triggered?
disrespected me in my face. And then you act like it
You
was all
said that I
good.
disrespected you to your face. I don't think
Hold on,
that
let me
you moved
rewind
away.
it.
And Asians understand the respect level men must have when they're in front of each other because it can trigger war. That's all I'm saying to you.
I understand everything that happens when it happens. I'm a chess player. That's what I've been playing my entire life. Okay. Maybe you walked into something that you wasn't expecting.
See, everything that I'm talking about right now, I actually did way more in person. Everything that I'm talking about right now, I did way more in person. I told the nigga to his face, you walked into some shit that you wasn't ready for. I told the nigga to his face, you a hypocrite, you fake. I told the nigga to his face, oh, you scared of real niggas, and I gave him real examples when he asked me to. I'm not saying nothing that's out of pocket now. I said this shit to his face. Maybe you did. Maybe you made the wrong move. I'm a chess player. Maybe you played right into the plan, nigga. I'm here, and it didn't go the way that you thought it was gonna go. I'm telling you to your face.
I don't go with.
Maybe I knew what you was gonna
Why you stuttering, nigga?
do before you did it. And I triggered you. Who knows?
Maybe. But I tell you what, that's a dangerous game to play, especially if you got a life that you live in. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of people
I don't want to hear none of that threat shit.
in the cemetery that didn't know it was gonna happen like that fast. That's why out here, I try to walk under the code. There's a code out here.
No, you don't.
No, you don't walk by the code. No, you don't.
That's why I said
You say I don't walk under the code?
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
I told you to your face, you a hypocrite. I told you to your face multiple times throughout the show, no, you don't walk by a code. And yes, you are a hypocrite. Yes, you are. You are. You are a hypocrite. I'm telling you again to your face. No, you don't walk by a code. No, I'm not going to just be kumbaya with you. Nope, I do not agree with you. And I told you to your face, you was a hypocrite.
World a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes.
I believe you.
When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied because here.
Nah, don't talk to the audience. I'm talking to you. When I talk to him.
Here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all.
He's
why I
talking
like
about
the chat.
everything but himself
No.
and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it, or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do. I ain't got nothing better to do. Don't look at the camera, nigga. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the chat.
Shit on
I'm
himself.
not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. Miss me with the tough talk, dog. I'm talking directly to your soul, bro. Miss me with the tough talk. I'm not saying nothing online that I did not say to a nigga in their face, in person. I'm not sitting here talking to niggas and I said it directly to your face. Directly to your face. Nigga, no, I'm not shitting on nobody. I shitted on you in person, in your studio, in real life, in front of your girl, nigga. In front of your girl. To you, in front of your chick. In front of your girl, in front of your friends, in front of the people that was doing the live stream, the workers, in front of your homeboys, in front of everybody, in front of you. And yes, I did have Mika with me, and she was looking gorgeous, nigga. And she was looking gorgeous. But let's get to that part.
That shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
The tough talk? I got security, you got security.
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody to
You
be
better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Don't talk tough to me, nigga. Stop talking tough. Stop. We already know that you wouldn't bust a grape, nigga. We already know that you wouldn't bust a grape. Let's stop the tough talk. If we gonna have a conversation, then let's have a conversation.
Homie, you just said that I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Now, let me show you where the cherry on top is.
Now,
You're
so you proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone, man. Just gone, man.
You
Just gone.
hypocrite. I'm out the jet.
You done did this before.
He's
Get your
hypocritical.
bitch ass the
And
Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass the fuck on. And walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do.
You're right.
Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show?
Now, if I'm hiding a chick, let's put it in perspective. If I'm hiding a chick because I told him before the show, I brought her there with me. I do business with Mika. She's literally signed to me. I told you before the show, he like, I don't know, bro. We'll see how it go. All of that shit, right? I don't know, bro. We'll see how it go. I said, okay, cool. I respect your platform. I respect what you got going on. I didn't fly all the way out here for nothing. We'll figure it out later. Why would I hide a chick that I'm trying to bring on the show? But let me tell you what happens. And this is why you got to be careful of the type of niggas that you're around. He tried to paint the picture like, fuck all that. Let's just get straight to it. Even if I was, let's play it by ear. Let's assume for the sake of conversation, because y'all see Mika on the streams all the time.
let's say for the sake of conversation that I had a side chick with me. Let's assume that I had the side chick with me. This nigga broke man code, bro. This nigga broke man code. And let me be very clear. Nobody tells me how to deal with my chick.
Hello.
Hey, baby girl, what's up?
Nothing much. What's going on?
You chilling?
I am up. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Rita. How do you feel about Mika?
About Mika?
Yeah.
I love Mika.
What?
Yeah. That's my boo. Our birthdays is very close to each other too.
You love Mika?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Okay. I was just wondering.
Why? What's the problem?
You know it ain't no problem.
Oh. Okay.
All right, bye. Let's say for the sake of conversation, that I did have a chick that's with me, right? That I didn't want the world to know was with me. Who do that shit? Who does that? Who does that? Who says that shit and try to say the wildest shit and try to get you on some other shit? Nigga. And that's why you got a girl with you. That's not your chick. That's not your wife. Who does that, bro? What man, bro? That's man law code broken in every single way that you can ever think about it, bro. Who does that shit, man? I said, oh, this nigga's a cornball for real, for real. This nigga is so weak. This nigga's a corny. I would never do that. I would never, ever in my life, on everything, I would never, ever try to do no shit like that to a nigga. I would never try to fuck a nigga family up. I would never, ever, under any circumstances. Now, he don't know that, nigga, I'm a chess player. I would never bring something with me that I couldn't have a conversation about in real life. I would never, ever in life try to fuck a man's family up. Never. Would never try to fuck up the money in the family, bro. Never. That is the corniest, weakest shit. If that's not man law number one, man code, man law, you never try to do no shit like that, bro. Now, that's what homosexuals do. Do you know? Listen. Corey is gay. I'm going to tell you right now to your face. That is what gay men do. When you go on these live streams, pick one. Pick any of the live streams where the gay men stream. Do you know what they do? Gay men and women do exposes. They do, oh, I caught you with a girl. I caught you with this. I caught you with that. When we, man, listen, and my people will tell you, people have came to me with a bunch of shit that people done did. Hey, man, this is what such and such is. You know what I tell them? Man, I don't do that shit.
Like, if I'm not gonna be on some, yo, I'ma just talk about his talking points or whatever like that. We don't do that shit. We don't walk around trying to figure out who niggas is fucking. That's what gay men do. Listen to what I'm telling you. Bro, that is what Tasha K do. That is what name them, bro. I'm telling you. That's what their shows are. Todd and Candy Burris, oh my God, they do that shit. This is who he, and I heard it was this girl. They do that shit. We don't do that as men. As men in real life, as content creators, as all of that. If it came out, we like, damn, we gotta have a live stream to talk about how this shit is gonna play out. Hey, y'all think he really? Nah, I don't think he really cheated. And I stand 10 toes down with nigga. I cannot like a person. I cannot like a person, and you know what I regularly say, and anybody that never watched the live stream, it don't matter who it is. I always say, hey man, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe it. Just because a chick says something don't mean it is true. Just because they saying this about him don't mean it is true. Let's come out. Let's wait till they prove it. Let's wait till they get it in a court of law. Let's wait till they did this. If a chick accuse a nigga of doing something, nope, it's too many niggas in prison that got accused of shit that they didn't do. Too many niggas in prison that don't. Nigga, that Corey, listen. Corey is gay, bro. I'm telling you. Women expose men. Gay men try to expose men. Men don't do that shit. They do not try to fuck up another man's family. Under no circumstances. They do not try to fuck up another man's family. I had a whole debate with Yada on the Harley Initiated platform. You know what Yada did? He thanked me. This is the honest to God truth. We had completely different views, completely different philosophies. We don't even fuck with each other like that. You know what he did? He thanked me. You know why he thanked me? And this is the honest to God truth. You know why he thanked me? Because I never brought up the shit that he was being accused of by the hoes. I never brought it up in the debate. The whole debate was about my philosophy versus his philosophy. I never was told that I couldn't say it. I never was told this and that. But all of the shit that people were saying that I could use as a, you know what I'm saying, to beat him and as a talking point, I never said none of that shit. And he hit me up later. He said, man, I appreciate you for not, even in person, he said, man, I appreciate you for not even saying no shit about that. You know why? Because that's not what niggas do. We don't do that shit. We never, ever do that. You don't mention what nobody else got going on with their family. Under no circumstances do you, if I beef with anybody, if I have a disagreement with somebody, I never, ever, under no circumstances, say some shit about that. I could see it with my own eyes, man. I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there. That ain't my business. It ain't my business. I don't know nothing about what you got going on in your life. That's how I know the nigga is gay. That's why that's why he talks so much about the backdooria, but he get offended at the very mention of it. Because niggas that secure in their masculinity, they don't give a fuck about what you're doing. Nigga, I got five hoes over there. Why I care about what a nigga is saying? I always got a bad chick with me. 100% of the time, nigga, I don't go out of town unless I got a bad chick with me. But he don't know that. He don't know that I do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. And so the nigga thought he had one up. That's his last play. That was his final play. Man, nigga, and that's why you got that bitch with you. And I was thinking to myself, we was walking out the door. Me, Mika, security, we walking out the door like, this nigga's so corny. We was laughing at the nigga. If that's the case, if you feel some type of way about it, why you ain't say it before we got on camera, nigga? You waited till you was about to fall and you fell on that knife, nigga. You fell on the knife and you got exposed. Nigga is gay. Lame, gay. He ain't a real one in Chicago. If y'all still fuck with this nigga, I'm surprised. I'm surprised, bro. I am very, 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 very surprised. I'm amazed. I am amazed. Corny. This nigga can't never say nothing no more. Never say nothing no more.
Nothing at all. I'm looking at the Los Angeles landscape and we feeling good about tonight. Hey, anybody that's friends with Corey, anybody that hang around that nigga, hey man, don't do nothing. Don't say nothing out of pocket. That nigga's a snitch. That nigga's a hoe. He a hoe. He a snitch in every facet of the word. That nigga's a snitch. He a hoe. And that nigga will backdoor you. He will backdoor you. Yes, that nigga breaks man code. He break man law. That nigga is weak. He is weak. He weak. This nigga the corniest nigga ever. Even the young bulls know that. Hey man, you don't say no shit like that on the internet. Only the hoes do story time. This nigga did story time in real time. This nigga did story time in real time, bro. This nigga's a hoe. Gay. He might as well switch his platform. He should stop talking about Cheyenne Bryant and start doing the live streams like the gay men. Like all of the gay live streamers, he should just start doing that shit. Start talking about love and hip hop, housewives of Potomac, Love is Blind. That nigga should just focus on that shit, bro. Real talk. That nigga should just focus on the same subjects that all of these other people doing, bro. I'm not impressed, dog. These niggas is, you know how they say don't meet your heroes? A nigga was never a hero, but do you know how they say that? They all frauds, bro. Rappers, comedians, athletes. These niggas they not what y'all say they are in real life. I seen it. I see it with my own eyes. I go city to city, state to state. I kicked it with people in real life. And I look them in their eye. And I'm telling you that these niggas is frauds, bro. These niggas is frauds. These niggas is weak. And don't say why I ain't say it, nigga. I said it. I said everything I said right there to him in real life. Nigga tried to told what was already known. I announced to the whole world. I told niggas that Mika was coming with me out here. And the nigga thought that he thought that he had one. Well, listen. It was fun. It was a moment. I don't even know how to conclude this, bro. I'm so disappointed, man. I'm so disappointed. And I know we got fans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas go ahead and rock out with that nigga. Says a lot more about you than it does about him. Because the niggas that support that weak shit, that weak behavior shit, niggas that rock out with bitch ass niggas, with closeted homosexuals, I don't fuck with these niggas, bro. It ain't too many real ones left, bro. Whether you a nerd, whether you a corporate guy, whether you a nigga in the streets, there's certain things that men don't do. These niggas is frauds, bro. These niggas is frauds. And the only reason I could talk the way that I talk is because I don't need no friends. I don't need none of this shit. I don't want to be friends with these niggas. I'll end it with this. I told Corey on the phone, and this is the honest to God truth. I told Corey on the phone, I said, I don't want to be friends. Before we did the live stream, before I came out here, I said, bro, I don't want to be friends. I don't need no friends. And the reason that I don't need no friends is because I want to say what I want to say when I want to say it. And I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to sit here and play games with niggas. I'm going to tell niggas directly to their face what I really believe. I'm going to tell people directly to their face what I really believe.
I don't need no friends. I don't want no friends. I don't want no industry homies. I don't want to be invited to the hangout, to the cookout. Fuck what you talking about. I told the nigga directly on the phone to his face, and I asked him that. Ask him that. With his bitch ass. Love y'all. Let me read some of these super chats. I got to acknowledge the people that support the platform. Shout out to Mr. Lot, says in our Detroit terminology, you bossed up. Shout out to my dog. What's up, babe? Yo, what up? No, you're not on live. What's happening? No, I'm good. 100%. Okay. I always read super chats because I like to acknowledge the people. You know what I'm saying? I never want to let it go or let people go. So I'm acknowledge the cash apps and the super chats. I read every single one because y'all are the people that make me who I am. Chat from Moore says, good morning, AD. I still think you should have smacked Corey when he got all in your personal space. He wasn't ready for you. Hashtag teardrop tone. I'm not, bro. I'm not looking to fight. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not looking to do anything to somebody. The only thing that I do is match whatever energy that you bring out. That's it. I'm not looking to fuck up the bag. I'm not looking to get banned from YouTube. We make millions of dollars from this shit. Why would I fuck up the money? We can go out back and shoot a fair one. We can go out back and shoot a fair one. Nobody is fucking up a bag over ego. Nobody is fucking up a bag over ego. I'm not about to fuck up the money. Why would I fuck up the money? That's dumb as hell. Pat Gigatama says, I can't believe Corey got that sensitive like a 15-year-old and he's pushing 60. Trill Mercy says, AD, thank you for having me. Shout out to you, Trill. I appreciate you, bro. Having me on a platform. Corey thought you was regular, didn't know you was that guy. Bag chasers, honcho blessings. Keep doing God's work. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Join the almost 21,000 people that are subscribed to the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. No. Fade was still available. Let's be clear. Ain't no excuses. We could have still shot a fair one. And still kept the money. That's the thing that people don't understand. The fade was still offered 3 times. And we still could have kept the flat platforms green. We still could have made sure that the money was right. All of that shit. We don't have to fuck up a bag or let our ego overtake us to where we mess up the money. Fade was still offered. Off camera, in the back. Let's be very, very clear. Ain't no making no excuses. You're at a point where you got to talk to people smarter than him. Hold on, let me walk through these. Bam Bam Lynch says, I'm not an internet ninja, I'm on the internet. Handle Your Business says, that's the problem in our community, AD. We blacks would rather be entertained than be invested politically. It makes no sense to pay all of this tax, but not vote. Chad for Moore says, I never seen so many no profile picture haters in my life. Last night, talking about FBA BS. If that's an FBA platform, they shot from the Party City catalog for the setup. Carrington Love Jr. says, Anton, I'm sure I'm top 3 super chatter for this network. Please drop the link and let me do a 3-minute rant on Corey. No, we're not going to do that. I said what I said. The YouTube reviewers are not interpreting this dumb shit correctly. The shit you can't say that I can. Were you on No Jumper too? No, I pulled up to No Jumper. They asked me to come on the platform. And then they said Adam was in a hospital.
They said Adam was in the hospital. That's a fact. No Jumper asked me to come out. That's the first thing that I came out here for, was No Jumper. The first thing that I came out here for was No Jumper. I'm so sorry. I'm not telling you no phone numbers or nothing. I'm so sorry. Adam just said the hospital gave him an ETA and he won't be done until 6 p.m. I hope we can reschedule sometime. I apologize for him. I said, okay. Hey, Anton, let me know if we can refund you the ticket or set up, or we can pay the next one when we reschedule. I said, no worries. I said, no worries. Listen. You may not agree with what I say, but I will never tell you a lie. You may not agree with what I say, but I will never, ever, 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 ever tell you a lie. Photoshop? That ain't Photoshop, nigga. I'm scrolling. This ain't Photoshop, nigga. That ain't Photoshop. I will never, ever, ever tell you a lie. Everything I say is truth. It's 100%. It's not my truth. It's not they truth. It's 100% truth. I duck nobody. I came out here LA to do the shit that they said that I wouldn't do. I came out here to Los Angeles to do all of the shit that they said that I wouldn't do. Shout out to my brother's keeper. I appreciate you. Delbert Smith says, AD is smarter than me because I think I would have got physical. I don't like what he did. We got to control ourselves. Never fuck up the money. Never, ever, ever, ever fuck up the money. Never, ever fuck up the money. Ever. Under no circumstances do you fuck up the money. If you had, Big Nail says, if you had a conversation with any of these pro-black males, it would go the same way. Love Corey, but he should stick to being a comedian. Your courage is inspiring. Thank you for being real, says CPP. Eric TV says, why you say you dick suck black people, though, AD, of all things? The same reason that he said I be up white men's ass, that whatever he said about white men's ass. So I'll reverse it. Okay, well, you suck black people dick. Or you suck the dick of black people is what I said. All I did was return the same energy. Why is people acting like I did anything other than give him exactly what he gave me? Sean says, you and Corey are inversed. Corey wants to win by not losing. You want to win by actually winning. One keeps us alive. The other one makes us undeniable. Eric TV says a lot of us was ready. Shout out to you, Eric. Mr. Fairchoice says, been a long time Corey fan, but it was great to see you hold him accountable. Crazy. He was mad at the response, but he initiated with you kissing it. Yeah, he said, I kissed white man's ass. Eric Harris says, in my opinion, this have to be the biggest viral moment we got to get AD on the Killer and Mace podcast. Shout out to Mace. I'm actually, I kicked it with Mace. Proud of you, brother. Best content creator. But I respect Mace because I said some shit and then Mace actually reached out and was like, hey, man, A, B, C, and D. And I publicly said that I respect Mace after he did that. He kept moving the goalpost, says Philip Sadiq. Quasar says he feels threatened by your platform. He had too much hate towards you. You stood tall time. Jay Boogie says 80 asked for the fade, offered to go outside. Yeah, why we got to fuck up the money? Let's still get our fade off. Built Free Media says, thank you for standing tall for black conservative men. Oh, yeah, they think we pussy. They think that just because we Republican and we conservative that we pussy. Black people supposed to be conservative and Republican. That's our original party. The original party for black people were Republican. We were conservative. Let me help y'all to understand something. For everybody that's on this pro-black shit, that's on this Democrat liberal plantation, black people are conservative. Our core, your ancestors, your mother, your father, your grandfather, they are conservative. Republican was our party. That was our thing. They hijacked our party by giving us all of this shit to help us break up our families and tethered us to the federal government. That's why they gave you food stamps. We were stronger without that shit. They gave you family court law and told you to break up your family. They fucked up our communities and then they poured drugs in it. And that's how we became dependent on the federal government. We are not liberal. We are not Democrats. We are not liberal and we are not Democrats. Stop letting these niggas tell you what you don't. I'm telling you, do your research. We are conservative. We stand tall on that shit. We don't need no handouts from the fucking federal government. And we don't fuck with all of this liberal and this Democrat nonsense. Stop letting these niggas laugh in your face. When I told Corey to that face, he giggled like a little schoolgirl because he don't know shit. The nigga tell jokes for a living. He don't know shit. He tells jokes. He's the court jester. Stop looking up to these niggas that don't know shit. We are not liberal. We are not the party of gay people. We do not fuck with illegal migrants coming into the country and taking what our ancestors died for. I told the nigga it's disrespectful that we got less than 20% voter turnout rate, and we need to be more involved in our local communities, and the nigga giggled like a schoolgirl. Man, what the fuck y'all talking about? This nigga don't know shit. If he not talking about somebody, he don't have no content. Y'all niggas keep following these cornball ass niggas that's leading y'all into the mire. They a distraction. They're a distraction. That's it. They not telling you the truth. And that's what I wanted to say to him because before we got derailed. No, you do the easy shit. You pander. Y'all panda bears. I say the uncomfortable shit that I know that the majority of people is going to feel some type of way about it, but it don't matter because the truth is the truth. It's not my truth. It's not your truth. It's not how I feel. It's the truth. We are not a gay liberal people. Stop following these white people, these liberal white people, these white men and white women that's out here protesting for Somalis. We don't even fuck with these niggas. They advocating for a group of people and they using you as a poster child. That's how they pass through this diversity, equity, inclusion bullshit and feminism. And they use black women as the poster child for it in order to get themselves through. White women are now considered a minority because they're a woman and they use black women for it. They hijacked the civil rights movement in order to push through feminism. They gave you Obama. He gave you a gay agenda. And then they said diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now they say brown and black. That's why I don't identify with that construct. But see, he not ready for this type of conversation. So he giggled like a schoolgirl because I was about to school that nigga. He changed the subject because he was out of his element. He was in deep water. The nigga was swimming in the ocean with sharks and he was about to get destroyed. That's why comedians pivot, because they do not want to have a conversation with niggas that's smarter than them. Because instead of you saying, let me learn something, because I was about to learn a nigga. Let me learn something. Let me learn you, nigga. I started quoting Emancipation Proclamation, talking about Abraham Lincoln and how he was Republican and the freedom of black people. 14th Amendment. I'm about to dig into this nigga. Like, oh, okay, well, we really about to get into some shit. You really want to talk now, huh? You really want to talk about the history of our party, the transatlantic slave trade, the truth about slavery, all of this shit. He don't want to dig into that shit. Y'all don't want to hear that shit. Y'all want to be pandered to. You want to tether yourself to the federal government so they can tell you what the fuck to do. We got all black cities, majority black cities, Memphis, Detroit. All of these cities is our cities, ran by us, the police chief, the superintendents, the people that run the public schools, the mayors, everything. And we got a less than 20% voter turnout rate. We letting everybody else tell us what to do in our own cities. Fuck the national election, nigga. You can control what happened right under your feet. Paying property taxes, letting Chicago rip y'all off and push y'all off your property. That's why they call it Crook County.
Nigga, they got Brandon Johnson in there posturing for y'all, making y'all feel like he doing something because you want a nigga that look like you instead of a nigga that's going to give you an opportunity to run up a bag so you can change the trajectory of your children's future. Fucking up your family, fucking up your money, tethering you with all of these student loans and you going to their universities. Nigga, HBCUs wasn't even founded by black people. The fuck you focus on a piece of paper. You looking for affirmation for a group of people. Nigga, Spelman wasn't even founded by a black person. Gave that to their daughter to make themselves feel good about you so you can give you something. I'm going to help these niggas. Don't need no help, nigga. We survivors. We winners. The only way that they keep you down is by keeping you ignorant, and they keep you distracted with niggas like Corey Holcomb. That's why they don't want to give me a platform, because I'm not controlled by nobody. I say what the fuck I want to say. I say what the fuck I want to say. I understand the word of God. Read it back to forth. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra. Nigga, we supposed to be studied. We supposed to be rich. We supposed to be fruitful. Supposed to be holding down our families. We don't break up our fucking families. We don't ask for no fucking government food stamps. I don't need these niggas. All I need for them is to get out of my motherfucking way so I can do my thing. Because can't nobody fuck with me. You're not going to outwork me. You're not going to run up a bag. I mean, you're not going to stop me from pouring into my community. I told that nigga Corey to his face. I said, nigga, I tithe to the streets. I give my money. I give my 10% back to the streets. I go out into the streets and give real money to people in my city. I never left. I never left Detroit. That's our city. Even when they try to get me to talk bad about people in my city, I don't say nothing negative about nobody in my city. I could disagree with them. But these is people that I see in real life, and I can call them. They one person away from me getting in touch with somebody that I don't necessarily care for. I don't say nothing. They tried to get me talk negative about Mary Sheffield. I wouldn't say nothing. They tried to get me to say some negative shit about the new mayor of Detroit, Mary Sheffield. I wouldn't say a fucking word. You know why? You know why? Because she's still the mayor of the city. At the end of the day, it's our city, and we got to figure that shit out. We're going to have some uncomfortable moving it along, all of that shit, but I'm not going to say nothing negative about that woman. No, because I'm there in real life. Letting these niggas gaslight y'all. Stop letting these niggas gaslight y'all. Just because they famous and they got a platform don't mean that they smart. Don't mean that they your leader. Don't mean that you should listen to them. Let these niggas tell jokes. They the court gestures. They're supposed to make you laugh and leave it at that. Let these niggas dribble the basketball. When we start letting rappers determine what we do and what we don't do. These niggas is the entertainment. That's it. That's it. They're entertainment. Entertainment. That's it. They're not supposed to be making decisions. They don't have no power. Most of these niggas, 99% of them don't even own themselves. They don't own their own name. They keep telling y'all to sell out for money because they don't want you to have the assets. Fuck money. It's not even worth the paper that it's printed on. We can get money, nigga. We print money. That's what we do. We generate money. Man, let me stop, bro. Let me stop. Let me stop. These niggas is not built to stand in front of me. They're not built to stand in front of me at all. None of them. Zero. Zilch. Nada. The reason why they keep trying to play me, the reason why they keep trying to suppress me is because of fear. It's fear. Fear of turning the mirror on yourself and exposing these niggas for who they are. I'm not doing any more interviews or podcasts unless we do it in person. I'm not doing any interviews or podcasts unless we did it in person. Fuck what they talking about. They just talking. Want you to be gay. Want you to be liberal. The fuck? What are we talking about? Real Life PJ says, you proved how weak Corey is. This man is so emotional, didn't let you answer a question, nor was he comprehending your intellect. He was emotional and fake tough, and you proved why some black people can't be saved.
Oh, I like the in-person smoke. My baby is the man. Shout out to Billy Ray Valentine. What's up, baby? What's up, baby girl? Conrad says crazy. He thought he could disrespect you on the show. He didn't want to go in the back. Fake, all cap. Bad to see blacks doing this. He was scared. Shaking like a salt shaker. Shaking like a salt shaker. Eric Harris says unintentional. AD, you pulled his card and that hurt his feelings. He got mad like he in the closet, says Avengers Finity Lore. What you watch on YouTube, Anton out here offering bald fades. Big Saint 2K saying, how you from the D and not have one friend that went to jail? Because I'm not friends with niggas that go to jail. We hold each other accountable so that we stay out of jail. That's not a flex. That's not a flex. You said you bet Maury on Bunny on Corey and just size alone. All right, cool. Let's have that conversation. Real quick. Real quick. Let me see something.
Whatever. I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
No, it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Dolly, get out.
At what point?
Don't get in the way.
At what point are y'all telling me that this nigga is 6'1"? How is the nigga 6'1"? This is what I'm trying to understand, bro. I don't see a 6'1" nigga right there. I don't see a 6'1" nigga. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Let me tell you.
I seen a nigga that sat down, though. I seen a nigga that sat down, though. 6'2". Listen, size, no size. Fade was offered. Size, no size. Fade was offered. Size, no size. Fade was offered. Shout out to you, Big Saint. Gipping ain't easy. Thank God I'm a woman. This is too much for me. Appreciate you, baby girl. King DJ Tricks. He thought Anton was T-Pain or something. Anton, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to you, bro. Manasseh J. King React says, and his punk ass tried to act like everything was cool when you apologize. Corey definitely on the low. That's DL Ray says Avengers Infinity Lore. Juan Solo says Corey stood down to Stephen A. Smith after talking jump. Anton held it down. Don't get it confused, says Ron Beatty. Abe the Hunter says, put the gloves on. I'll pay to watch. Just a brown girl in America says, done upset my friend. Boy, get out of my face, first of all. Big Saint says, would you sue him if he hit you? No. Why? I ain't never sued nobody in my entire life. I've never sued anybody in my entire life, not one person. I've never sued anybody in my... Listen, that's an excuse. Stop letting these niggas gaslight y'all into excuses. Stop. I offered him the fade. I offered him the fade. Off camera. I offered him the fade. I can't sue him after I offered him the fade. And I got more money than these niggas. These niggas is broke. Listen. I have more money than these niggas. And these niggas is broke.
This is not a 1-for-1 on a fight. Listen, we're not even going to have a money talk. We're not going to have no money fights and none of that shit. It's not a 1-for-1. Financially, I'm up here. I'm here in every capacity. So we not, don't do the, oh man, they going to sue me because I got all, nah, nigga. No lawsuits, no none of that. No lawsuits, no none of that. Leave that. Financially, you the little nigga. Financially, you the little nigga. You little homie. Detroit and Chicago don't mix. No, I got a lot of people that I fuck with from Chicago. Shout out to Great Fox. Eric Harris says AD did not rage bait. He just matched his energy. Corey fucked around and found out. Real TV says, bro, I'm so glad you put that clown in his place. People can't have an intellectual conversation without resorting to fake tough guy acts. Is a certified cornball. Hello? What up? Who this? Hold on 1 second. You said what?
It's Devon.
What up, though, bro?
You in LA?
Yeah, I'm in LA.
Nigga, why ain't you call me, nigga?
My bad, bro. I forgot. I got friends out here, but I forgot, bro. You on a live stream, by the way.
Well, you should. I walk up, seen that Corey Holton thing, whatever that nigga name is.
Yeah.
Bro, you should just call me.
No. We're not gonna talk about that, bro. We're not gonna talk about that. No. I took you off the live. No. It's cool. It ain't none of that shit. We ain't on that shit. No. We not on that, bro. We cool. It's cool, bro. It's cool. I'll be back out here soon. I'll tell you when I get off the live stream. All right, bet. Infinite Source Management says, I work with Corey plenty of times. He's a self-sabotaging, paranoid person. He always keeping stuff up because he's highly insecure in his intellectual capacity. So passive aggression is his weapon. Tay says, everything you were saying on this show was right. I think it was great content, but some of the stuff he was saying didn't make sense. Look, chat. I'm not a tough guy. I got friends in every place, in every city. I am not on that shit. I ain't on none of that. This is 100% content. This is 100% content. Fade was offered, no fade was given. And so we keep it moving with ourselves and with our lives. All the rest of this shit is content creation. All the rest of this shit is just content. This is just all for the internet going forward. All right. I'm getting the bag. Sincere Wood says, you gain a supporter, no fluff, extra talking or yapping. Get down if you mad, respect. Whiskey Pierre Lewis says, Anton, shalom, sir, just tuned in. What am I watching? Sir, you are now new headline on my channel, The Vigor, the Guts, and the Indomitable. No folds, bar courage. It was boss moves. I'm clipping this. Yeah, go ahead, do it. You got it. Sorry, Aaron Purdue says, sorry, Anton, as a white guy, any man that does me that way is roll time, right? Right now, right there. You don't do that to a man and not expect to roll. Juan Solo says Corey lost to a scooter and broke both his wrists. I don't know where y'all got that from. West Scott America, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you. Says, I appreciate you a bit embarrassing that hypocrite. You a real one, but real ones already knew. Facts. And thank you for the 50 ball, bro. JL says, that's what I'm talking about. AD exposed the frauds. OG salute. Rest in peace. ODB says, as Charleston White say, they plan on us. Godsend says, cats in Chicago can't catch a fade and keep it moving. No, this ain't on Chicago. This is individual. Vito Royale says, should have yelled back chaser while walking. No, the hat say it. I don't got to say it. The hat say it. While walking out, because he was talking big ish and his chat was more of his people getting on his ass. Scrooge McDuck said, you held it down, AD. Corey can't dish it, but he can take it. Bag chasers is up. Explain what happened during the pause break. Shout out to my dog Tone in Chicago. Sterling says, AD, you're even more of a superstar now, big bro. I was a star before all of this shit. They just didn't know it yet. Dirty Woman says, good morning, AD. You stood on business and called out his BS. He resorted to this because he doesn't know how to converse at your level. You stayed in frame. He didn't. And you still humbled yourself and apologized. But yeah, because it's his platform. But he kept going because he felt dumb. Because if we're not going to fade, then we just need to keep it moving. AD, you so petty, says Eric TV. High tolerance in the building says, salute to AD and the Chasers. I caught the replay from last night. Prime example of an OG that's failed the culture. Sugar Lips was feeling away. If it don't apply, let it fly. Unbiasedly Raw says, this is the best 5-gum commercial. Y'all chew hard. Thank you, Anton, for exposing this hypocritical dude, says Paul, the true believer. Jay Hunter Lee says, damn, AD, you gave this man his flowers before. I know you are disappointed with how he came at you. No, I'm not. I'm not disappointed at all. I'm cool. The Lens with Damian Taylor says, Corey used to having surface level conversations and he can't comprehend pushback from an intelligent black man. He has a hood ninja mentality. Aaron Purdue says, you're more patient than I, Anton, as a country white guy, turn an instant switch in the studio like Jesus cleansing the temple, brother. Knox Economics says, after AD left, Corey talked for like 20 minutes about teaching men how to be good sissies. The ninja is weird. Paul, the true believer, says, thanks, Anton, for holding this dude accountable. Chadford Moore says, I unsubscribed from his dusty ass channel as soon as you left. How dare he disrespect Mika like that? I was ready to pop off through the TV. Mika cool. Mika was good. Mika was in good energy. Kenneth Rogers says, what you didn't repeat it again. You had armed security. How did he disrespect you? Black Cartwright says, Anton did a week of shows going in on white men. But you can't. Oh, let me be quiet. Ryan Powell, photo.com says, Corey still ain't going outside. The GR Infantry says, I respect you for the fade offer, which was needed in this case, but you were wrong, AD, for the escalation. No, I wasn't. No. You can't say somebody is wrong for the escalation. I was disrespected first. You can't say that I'm wrong for how I react. You have to hold the nigga accountable for how they introduced the conversation in the first place. You can't, listen, stop getting mad at the nigga that respond. Stop getting mad at the nigga that respond. All I did was respond. Go and talk to the nigga that actually said the foul shit first that led to the response. Don't Corey be saying he give them $200? He give who $200? Who he giving $200? Says Juan Solo. J-Lo on the track. VP says, good morning, family from Japan. Corey is talking tough for no reason. I'm from Illinois, hours south of Chicago. These guys talk like that just to talk. Also, it's my birthday over here. Many blessings. Hashtag bag chasers. Happy birthday, big dog. Country Boy Review says, but wasn't he on the show talking about ninja codes and what a real lame do fact? AD the man. Shout out to you, Country Boy. I think I seen you do a reaction to it. Shout out to you, bro. Eric Harris says, Corey trying to dry snitch about a chick might be the scandal you need. I'm looking for a good scandal. Ryan Powell, photo.com says, Corey's still in his chair. Man, look, bro. Look, let me tell you, man. This nigga is an old man, bro. He's an old man. He got the shakes. Nigga got to be close to 300 pounds. Maybe a little less. 275, 280, got the shakes. The nigga is geriatric at this point. I would actually feel bad beating up on an old man. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. I don't know if he was nervous, if he was scared, or if he just normally have the shakes. The nigga had the shakes. He's an old fucking man, bro. Seriously. Seriously. He's an old man. The nigga got no hands. He is not a fearful person to stand in front of. He's not him. He's not him. He looked like his sugar was low. It's the honest to God truth. The nigga looked like his sugar was low. We up. You made it on DJ Academics page. We on Bag Chaser, says Brothers Keeper. As a young man, I appreciate your discernment and your ability to command the room, particularly in so-called pro-black spaces that lack discipline, says Jess Mr. Noble. Mrs. Bailey says, your wife is a queen, and I love the response. That's how it's handled. I love Mika because they friends in real life. Because they cool in real life. They got each other phone number. They done hung out together the whole 9 yards. She's back to shopping for new cabinets from one wife to another. Bro, my chick... Manny Plays PC says, AD stood up for a lot of people this year that we getting accused of shit that they didn't do. High Tolerance says, you commanded the room and Darlene was at full attention. The smiles and affirmation said it all. She looked at Corey totally different after last night. She was saying, but she wasn't saying, I choose you. Darlene is cool. I like Darlene. James May says, black men with different views got to do better. The black community took an L. We really need to grow up. No, we didn't. We took a dub, nigga. We took a dub. Set Apart Soldier says, what bothered me the most was when Corey kept saying you dancing around it, but he didn't allow you to finish your thought. Don't matter. Wasn't no intellectual conversation to be had. Sonny Robinson says, Detroit versus Chicago. Them across the lakes do. Anton, don't let this get you emotional, bro. You winning. No, this is not a Detroit versus Chicago thing. This is an Anton Daniels standing on business thing. That's it. Jay Denoir says, you AD. Corey tried to look into the abyss talking that tough guy talk. When the abyss looked back, that motherfucker blink, he ain't that dude. Captain says, I like Anton and Corey, and I wish you two could have continued your conversation about the white men today in America. Don Gordito, shout out to Don Gordito, says, Corey thought you was a weak target. Corey said himself that he didn't check Charles Barkley because Barkley's a big dude. Why must a black man hang around people in prison to prove his manhood? Corey ain't never been to jail. That nigga telling stories from other people. Jason Davis says, I usually think all internet dudes are frauds and entertainers, but I actually believe Anton is a real one and stand on business. Big Saint 2K says, who's more gay, Q or Corey? Q ain't gay. We just rib each other, but Q don't take it personal. Aaron Will says, you just called Q gay, but you willing to hang with him because he ain't really gay, and that nigga ain't tripping about his masculinity. Q got bitches in real life. JW Green says, my two favorite content creators. Why, bro? I don't know. Ask him. You were wrong, bro, says LA Apple Dumpling. Fair enough. Cool. Carrington Love Jr. says, and for the thing that I was wrong about, that he said that I was wrong about, I apologize to him. Carrington Love Jr. says, real shit, Anton. I was very excited when y'all started posting on Instagram. I started sharing it all over. I was a fan of Corey before this podcast last night. It's clear that he's a clown and a loser. Trapodemic, shout out to Trapodemic. High value nurse. My dog CJ. What up, CJ? Said you pulled this card. Corey stayed with the stand on the energy. Then when you doubled down, it was just talk. He was exposed. Chance Talks Business says Anton told Corey, put the pen in his mouth and walk on up out of there. Without question says, I believe Tariq Nasheed is in LA. Would you consider a studio debate against him? I would talk to anybody. Not necessarily, I wouldn't look at it as a debate. I would have a conversation with anybody. If it turned into a back and forth as far as us having opposing views, I don't have a problem with that. I'll talk with anybody. I will talk with anybody. Anybody. If you are a person that has a significant platform that I think would be valuable as far as content and conversation, I will talk to anybody. I don't have to be in agreement with you in order to kick it with you in person. Anybody. I will talk to anybody.
but it has to be in person. It cannot be on the internet. Laid Back Low says, call to action, set up a debate with real cash. Let CGA an angry man moderate whoever he wants and let showcase what black men out here. Mika Briggs says, damn, that's crazy. Corey used to be one of the favorite comedians. The shit dead now. Thank you for being a stand-up guy and showcasing maximum composure. It's needed today, OG says Mr. J Bones. Shakur Nash says, so disappointed in Bull, but can't believe how much respect I lost for him. If anybody got a question if AD is a real one, here's your answer. Yo, you got how we got the same knuckle scars. This one is from a tooth. This one right here. See how it's shaped like that? That's from a tooth right there. Brandon Jenkins says, hey, love your content, brother, but he was mad emotional. I wanted to hear his talking points if he had any. LA or Lapo Dumpling says, you a low one and you so fake and playing all about the money, and real money goes to Newport. I don't even know what that means. Steven Stewart says, shout out to the young boss for keeping it funky in his face. Told him to his face, you ain't gonna do nothing, and offered to fade. Broke Men 07 says, 007 says, your fave Ubuntu fan here, AD. I support you 100%. Corey got shook because there ain't no such thing as halfway crook, says Mr. Midwest. Dean Murray says, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Joe Biden, if you don't know anybody who went to jail, you ain't real. I'm baffled. Some guy named E says, kids say it to my face. You said it multiple times. Grown men say step out back and he ain't budge. That's that Detroit in us. Matt, respect AD. You handled it how you were supposed to. Jay Denoir says, AD looked that motherfucker in his eyes and says, let's step out back. Multiple times. That fake tough guy blinked multiple times. He was scared, big dog. Lex Please says, I always knew you were a real man, but last night you that man make my day go, boss man. Shout out to my girl Lex. Shout out to my girl Lex. You so gorgeous. It's disappointing that all of this over racism discussion you walked into and took over his trap. Also, CGA is live going over the whole thing. Shout out to CGA, The Truth Unfolded. Set Apart Soldier says, as a Chicago, this was disappointing to see Corey like this. Why would he shake your hand knowing he still had an issue with the dick sucking comment? He did shake my hand. See, a lot of people miss that. He shook my hand. He shook my hand. We good. We good. We good. He shook my hand. He sat down and then shook my hand. And continued the conversation. De-escalated and continued the conversation. Man, I'm not. Oh, man. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. He shook my hand twice. Anthony says, Anton, you wolf, and you know you wasn't going to fight with your security right there. My security wasn't doing nothing. They didn't move. Mika was comfortable. The security was really just chilling with Mika. They didn't get up. It wasn't no escalation. It wasn't none of that. Security was chilling, nigga. Security was like, ask them. Ask anybody that was in the room. Security was like this. Through the whole thing. Nigga, we was comfortable.
We were comfortable. We were comfortable. We at no point was nobody in there feeling uncomfortable. And I'm always going to have security anywhere I go. Don't matter if I'm in DC, don't matter if I'm in Atlanta, Miami, Los Angeles, San Diego. I always got security with me out of town. Always. I can call the homies. I got homies out here. I can call the homies, but I don't check in with nobody. I don't check in anywhere. I don't check in anywhere. That way, if anything has to happen, nobody becomes liable. I don't have to be responsible because I'm actually paying a real company for security. It's called being wise. I didn't get to be 43 years old by being a dumbass. I didn't get to being 43 years old. Listen, security is like setups. I'm not going to have nobody robbing me. None of that shit. Hands is personal. If you gonna give a nigga a fade is a fade. That ain't got shit to do with security. Niggas like to use that as an excuse because they want to make it seem like, no, nigga, you got security. I don't want no fade. Nigga, security ain't gonna do shit on a fade. That's for my protection to make sure that I can move around the way that I want to move around. A fade is a fade. A one-on-one, let's go get it right now in the back so we ain't fucking up the money, but nigga, if you got a problem, we can make it happen. That ain't got nothing to do with being able to move around without having to worry about somebody setting you up. That's why you have security, dumbass. Security he wasn't tripping. He was comfortable. He was very comfortable. Had him a water, might have had a Coke Zero over there. Ask anybody in the room, they was chilling. They were very comfortable. Set Apart Soldier says, as a Chicagoan, this was disappointing to see Corey like this. Why would he shake your stand? Oh, well, yeah, we all read that one. Shout out to you, Set Apart. Ruben says, I just became a super fan of UG Papa. Shout out to you. Execution 88 says, you handled yourself well and stayed in frame. You really exposed how emotional Corey can get. The same shit he tried with Ryan Davis. I ain't see that. Unbiasedly Raw says, to all of the bums storming and spamming about tethers, let's get this clear. Y'all are just as hypocritical as y'all hero. Y'all voted for Obama and Kamala. Dead FBA talk. Y'all don't believe in it with action. Steven Stewart says, had him basking in his feminine energy. Chad Poole says, all you did was match energy and he wasn't ready. That's all I thought I did. Break Comedy says, Anton, I agree. All you did was the inverse of what he said. All of this is because he felt threatened intellectually. Bill Collector says, Anton, Kwame wanted to know if you'd hit the link. I'm on a live stream right now. I can't hit nobody's link. Rod Reed says, thank you for being a great example for young men everywhere. We follow you based on your principles and who you are. Mr. Lone Star said, I'm not understanding how he didn't think say you were kissing someone's ass isn't disrespect. Right. They missed that part. Moses says, well, I agree with the many points you came into that interview triggered. How did I come in triggered? I was comfortable. I've seen your interviews with other and you are more chill. Listen, bro, we had a conversation on the phone before we ever did the interview. We talked before we even started the cameras rolling, and we already knew what it was. This was not surprising. I was just prepared. Wasn't triggered. I was cool. And I still went knowing what could have happened and what the move was. Soar by L says the problem Corey had was trying to downplay your blackness and sneak this. That's why he a hypocrite. You can't disrespect and feel away when you get disrespected back. Josh Gibbs says, did you see Craig outside? Did you see Craig outside? Oh, I ain't seen nobody outside. No, I didn't see anybody outside. Keon Bell says, when he called Mika a bitch, I can only imagine how much furniture would have been rightfully arranged if Rita was there instead. Women, listen, women are supposed to follow your lead. Women never get out of pocket. The only thing that they supposed to do is follow the person that they with. If your chick do anything except for do what you tell them to do, if the women that you are with in any space do anything except for what you tell them to do, then they shouldn't be around you and your leadership should be questioned. Women should always, always stand behind the man that they are up under, because my responsibility was to ensure that nothing happened and that she got back home safe. That's it. My responsibility as a man is that any woman that is with me, I will make sure that you get home safe without a fucking hair on your head affected. Mika was cool. She was comfortable. She was giggling, having drinks. We hung out right after that. Bruh, Christianity wasn't founded by black people either, says Gunter Forever. One cool says, imagine black people waited for Democrat to free us from slavery. Eric TV says, during the civil rights era, the Democratic Party was generally the pro-slavery party. They were. That's what people don't understand. Malachi Andrew Chapman says 6,000 viewers. You hit it. Thank you all. Hit the like button. Riri says, my grandfather was born in 1894, served in the army, a teacher, and was a Republican. All Men Deserve Peace says, blacks be so mad you getting paid with the so-called big bad white man, but ain't the goal to be an unlimited man that can get paid in many ways. Who y'all think own Live Nation? Who y'all think book these tours? Who you think own the venues that these comedians actually do their shows in? Who you think they rent from? They homes. Who you think own the companies, majority shareholders are the companies that you buy your cars from? The clothes that you wear, the jewelry that you buy, the microphones that you talk on, the buildings that you rent. Who listen, miss me with the pro-black, no white shit. You can't do business nowhere without doing business with everybody. GR Infantry says, how is HBC historically black college but pledge Greek? CS Car Wash Detail Services, ADU invited that man to your manhood. That only thing I didn't vibe with coming from you. Well, he invited me to the white man's manhood before that, so we even. Gunter Forever says, Todd, you are a cop, Trump and Kirk lover. That says a lot about your principles. Yeah, that's cool. You don't even have a profile picture, nigga. You got a profile picture up of Yeezy. Lady Shan says you stood on business, though. Shout out to my girl, Lady Shan. Showcase Classic says, AD, you do for the people with sharing information and all of the resources at your disposal. You enable people around you to fulfill their greatest potential. You checking people like him is nothing new. I saw it in Thank you. See, people don't know. You know me in real life. You see me in real life. You see me at the establishment that I frequent, that you work at. You seen what I am in real life. You see what I am in real life. You've seen me have this conversation with people in my own city in real life. I don't have to talk about it on the internet. You see me in real life with the same energy. I don't switch up. I am exactly who I am on the internet, in person. And I have told, and you see me tell a nigga in real life, all right, well, let's run a fade then. You've seen me, no cameras, no internet, no none of that shit. All right, well, let's run a fade then. I don't believe these niggas. I don't believe y'all. I don't believe you. I do not believe you at all. At all. Shout out to you, Showcase Classics. B. Rye says, after watching that podcast, AD got me feeling tough today.
Don't get fired, my nigga. Let somebody at work say something that I don't like, and let's run the fade. I got money too. Shout out to P. Shank. P. Shank says, good morning, Mr. Anton Daniels and the Millionaire Morning Show. What up, P. Shank? New level of respect for AD says OG strong. Bo Winkle says, did you hear his diss mix freestyle about you? Now, I don't care about that. I appreciate it. Anything that he says about me just continues to give me more visibility. He loses in every way, shape, and form. Every way, shape, and form. Anything that he says about me at this point, I win. I get more money, more visibility, all of that. Darlene about to switch teams and ask for an application, says Eric Carter. What up, Eric? What up, though, bro? I did tell him it was going to be his best show. Big Curve says, I'm 6'11 and don't want no parts of AD exec on the court. Shout out to my dog, Big Curve. HLD1 says, Sweet Holcomb couldn't let go of saying and repeating dick sucking, kept bringing it up still an hour into the show to deflect because he can't hang intellectually and he's not on that level and was proven within the first 5 minutes of the show. Devin, the tribal chief, says the only smart thing Corey said was when he told Darlene to get out of the way. Why? He wasn't going to do nothing. That's all performative, bro. It's all it's all performative. Hey, get out the way. Get out the way. Okay, now what? Now what? Listen, if you tell a chick to get out the way, you got to do something. You got to do something. It's all performative, bro. Shout out to Freddie. I appreciate you, Freddie. Drizzy says, nah, Anton, if you wanted to fade, you would have said, suck my dick again, kept it. How many times I got to tell you? Y'all acting like what I said changed. Did you not hear it the second time that I said it and the first time that I said it? And then all throughout the show, I told him to his face. I said, bro, you a hip. I told you to your face. I disrespected you to your face. I told him I disrespected you to your face. What else is there to talk about? Carrington Love Jr. says thumbnails is hilarious fake threats. Melissa said you said he doesn't have the capacity, so he gets heated and proves he doesn't have the capacity for civil debate. Criticism, growth, sad. More knowledge says the second AD was in a slap zone. He immediately stood up and challenged him to a duel. Gunner says you started off the show with drama by calling him racist at the beginning. Yeah, because he racist. Carrington Love Jr. says he was supposed to study you, let you lead the conversation and give hilarious jokes all night. Y'all supposed to be a hit duo right now, trending. Africo Pop Fitness says, Anton, you're better than this as a believer. Colossians 4:5, be wise in the way you act towards outsiders. Let your conversation be full of grace. Yeah, but you forgot the part where you had to go into the temple and turn that bitch up too. Where you would cuss out the Pharisees and the Sadducees and tell them, nigga, I speak in parables, nigga, because y'all don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all forgot that part. You forgot in Mark when he was talking to the Pharisees and the Sadducees and said, nigga, I don't even talk to y'all because y'all not on my level. I got to go talk to the disciples and then reveal the parables to them later.
Billy Ray Valentine says, oh yeah, what happened to my email reply? I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Crash Out of Cash Out says, was that Ghost on the phone call? Sim, shout out to you. I appreciate you for the 10 ball. And Jesus did cuss people out. TS Car Wash Detail Services, 80, you think it's cool to invite someone in your manhood? Anything up from there in reality? Well, then he should have did something there. Ty got homies ready to crash out bottom, so you know it's real. Shout out to you, Zav. Kojak, my dog Kojak says, what up, though? Had to check in and say Tom Dog stood 10 toes down against Corey Holcomb. Detroit versus everybody. DDH Junk Hauler says, I bet he would have swung if you were drunk. He had balls to punch that other comedian. Seaberry says, man, you stood on business for real, for real. That's 82, baby. Yeah, shout out to my 82 babies. DJ Ace Production says, hope he opened the door. You just walked in on it. Il Nav says, we need to give Corey the Motown mittens. Byron Eccles says, do you have a diss song at the end of this live? No. Axe says, Anton, why can white people have these same conversations and not try to fight each other? Corey must not have had a dad growing up. He's in his 40s talking like he an a-hole, 18-year-old YN. White people don't have civil conversations. They assassinate each other when they don't like what each other's saying. Running the fade is just, listen, let's get this energy out. If you're feeling some type of way, if you're just looking to get physical, then we can get physical. Otherwise, let's keep it on some intellectual shit, or let's keep it on jokes. White people ain't no better. They kill each other. They get mad. They kill each other. It be up forever, and they be feeling some type of way. Don't think that they civil. They not civil. They not civil. Keeping it 100 with you. TS Car Washing Detail Service says you still a fan of him. You'll go to it. I'm a fan of him as a comedian. Yeah, absolutely. I'm able to separate, who you are in real life from what you do for a living. Absolutely. I think he's a good comedian, 100%. Dean Murray says the fact that you were still dropping new videos while being interviewed on the show proved the money don't stop. Ever. Thoughts on Judge drop Chris Brown case, says Kia's Car Washing Detail Service. I don't know. I got to figure it out. Lycan Prime says, be careful, Anton. Corey, one of them emotional, low IQ ninjas. I'm not biased, but you got the better of him last night. Ninjas like that are unpredictable, long-term watcher, keep providing value. Nigga, he not unpredictable. You don't think that people know what they can do with the people they can do it with? I told him that too. I say you do that you do certain shit around people that you feel comfortable doing it with. You ain't gonna do that shit. You ain't about that. He not predictable. He not unpredictable. He's predictable. He's very predictable. Very predictable. There was nothing in there that happened that I didn't expect at the very least. There's a possibility that can happen. Nigga's predictable. Very predictable. 11, Padam says, Coach Rick Adams is saying some very disrespectful things about you and how you handled the situation. Take a look when you have a chance. For what? People can have their opinion. I'm not, I don't feel no type of way. I'm just thankful that they talking about it. Shout out to him. Darlene, get out the way. Put that on the soundboard, says Tev Marley. TS Car Washing Detail Service says you saw Kai new clothing line. I seen a clip about him dropping a new clothing line. Nate says, studying history is important. In 1870, Hiram Revels and Joseph Rainey were the first black politicians elected to the GOP during the Reconstruction era after Civil War. Michael Mitchell says, bad cases, we've been up and still up, keep going up and forward, AD. Aaron Will says, why would you call your friend gay if he's not? Name is Av says he didn't want to go out back though. They never do. See it says AD want to join me for lunch today in Beverly Hills. It would be a pleasure to meet you. And Corey Who laughing my ass off. Shout out to you. TS Car Washing Detail Services. Now I need AD and Mark Lamont conversation. Old Clemens says, I think Anton is the most pro-black man on YouTube. He employs black people. He's on black business spaces. He a real one to me. Facts. I put money in my people pocket. If your friends get you mad, you throw false rumors, says Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. Mr. Bubble says, why does aggression usually start on the Democrats' liberal side? Conservatives, Republicans usually can go talk to anybody, stay on the debate, and if you say you're wrong, and let bygones be bygones. Cam says, I like both of you guys, but hate seeing division amongst people. Really hope y'all can resolve this. Sub Gaming says, Anton, thank you. As a Christian first, a conservative second, and a Republican third, I constantly get bashed from all of my friends for standing on family values. As a gangster, if Corey need that, I got you. Nah, everybody is cool. Ain't nobody on that type of time. But congratulations to you for knowing where you stand, bro. Rio says that ninja just wanted to lip box and lost that. Bless says Corey kept throwing slick shots after Anton apologized, but he shook my hand though. Good way to handle that, my G. Would love to join your panel one day. DJ Keynes, what up, DJ Keynes? Says crazy that happened. Do you think y'all could ever come back together and make peace? I'm cool with everybody. Georgia Boy says, what did I miss, fam? Not much. Octavius Tyson says, dog, I saw that BS. You handled that so well. Corey was acting like a little girl. That shit was embarrassing. Anton was about to rumble. You had to battle with, I'm too old for this, but I'm not no bitch. We can do whatever, bro, says Mont. What up to my dog, Mont? What up, Mont? Billy Ray Valentine says, ninjas get shook when shit gets shaken. My mans. Brian the filmmaker says, I can tell you never been to jail like he been there before. Yeah, and I asked him, I said, you been to jail? Nah. Nigga, then what the fuck you talking about? Why you being a tough guy? Zav says, it's a sixth sense to yell, I'm from Detroit when these ninjas from somewhere else got us fucked up. Keep putting on much respect. That's because I'm going to let niggas know no matter where I'm from, I'm still from Detroit, nigga. I'm still from the D. Why ain't in your repertoire, says Will the CNA. Montego says Anton, Corey was uncomfortable because you was cooking him on the history of slavery. His ass was lost and couldn't rebut you, so he had to switch the subject real quick. Corey is damn near 60. I'm not fighting no senior citizens, man. Let these niggas have the shakes. Anton said, come on, Cletus, says Tev Marley. Chaffer Moore says, AD, remember, no addressing, no profile pic haters. Well, this is a special show. Be a Man Podcast says, now the real hitter is about to try and come for you. Mike Tomlin gone after 19 years is unbelievable, says TS Car Wash. Lance Swizzle says Corey ain't do his homework. Forever Runway Fashion Line says, who was out of line first? Minister Misty says, I appreciate you for claiming you were a Christian last night. God bless you and keep you. I'm no longer supporting 5150 after last night because of how Corey treated you and then Darlene after you left. Gunplay and Chill says, I never done one of these, but I got to ask, why did he wait for you to walk away to blow his smoke? Because everybody tough when you walking away. Everybody is tough when you walking away. The Positivity Trucker, what up, though? 414 Shell Shock says, I fuck with you for real now, and this makes me look at him different now. Ain't no way you can disrespect someone and expect the energy won't be matched. TS Car Wash says, you kiss people behind totally different from inviting another man to your manhood. How people in these comments don't understand the difference. Aaron Purdue says, so I just signed a bad contract as a driver, get into the bag and buying land in New Mexico. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. It's more than 21,000 of us. And join the Discord. If y'all not a part of the Discord, the link to the Discord is in the description of any of the most recent videos inside of the Patreon, all right? Join the Bag Chasers. I'm going to show you how to get this money. Quezzy says, AG just caught up. That bowl can't have Bag Chaser conversations, and he wasn't ready for the other type of smoke either. You should have let me vet that bowl. Nah, we good. We good. Unity of Strength says, yo, my cousin touched down in Japan a week ago. I told you is a cook and culinary school. It is such a culture shock for him, and the stairs are freaking him out. Young black people need to travel more. Shink, SHINC says, sometimes you got to take the suit and tie off and show these Neanderthals we aren't doormats. We standing 10 toes down. Salute, big dog.
Me University says the Eaton D stuff exposes latent slavery rage. Sonny Robinson says this is the type of conversations the FBA community needs. When the Suck D quote was said, I thought you were going to crash. FBA support you all day. Shout out to y'all. Carrie Spencer says you should check out the timestamp 118 and 122 of his show. When a question was posed to Darlene about her interaction with you, energy shift is interesting. 118 and 122. An hour 18?
No, indulge in backdooria, because we have to live together as good as we can without demonstration. Damn, demonstration, that's too deep. They ain't gonna understand that. Without what's a big name word for war? Squalor? Combat. Combat. We can't. Did you fart?
No, I moved my water bottle. You guys are breaking stuff over here.
Okay, D. Something got broke? How your water bottle break on a rubber floor? You bought it at the dollar store?
You kicked it with that heavy foot.
All right, corduroy vet. Uh-oh, we're getting people asking questions. This can't happen no more.
No control.
Darlene.
She said no control, but go ahead.
Can you tell us about your good conversation with Anton before the show started?
It was more on a...
Well, let me say this first, Carrie. That's his girl asking a question. The person that is asking the question on the microphone off camera is his girl asking Darlene, because I haven't seen this part, is his girl that he came with, his girl, is asking the question about Darlene's interaction with me. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you. Oh, shit. Let's continue.
Personal level, like me. You know, he asked a couple of questions just about me. And he was really nice. Really nice. So it was just personal stuff that had nothing to do with the show or Corey. Yeah.
I mean, that's all part of the game. You know, when a new nigga is around, they gonna work the woman that's around you to see what she willing to go for. Everybody know that.
Well, it started off because I asked him where he's from. I don't know much about the guy. That's my first time ever meeting him. I had,
so you started talking to him, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
like we
that's
were all
what
just standing there. So I just said, I think the first thing I asked him was where he was from. Maybe something like that. I can't recall.
Right. It's okay. I expect when other people are around your people, if it's a woman around, the first thing they're gonna do is try to get a conversation with the woman. And then he thought, because I don't know if you know this, he thought he can speak on you with confidence by whatever you said to him. Are you aware of that?
Yeah. But
So
none of that stuff, I'm not bothered by any of that stuff. It doesn't faze me.
Well, it phases me because he thought that he could speak on you and you knowing me because he was comfortable enough to talk to you more than, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show and all like that, because you had a conversation
but
with him.
I already think he was pushing your buttons, and that's why I'm like, okay, well, that's...
Of course you think he was pushing my buttons because you don't have what it takes to understand that whenever you speaking to a nigga that you don't know, you already out of pocket. You don't understand that.
I do understand it.
So if somebody pushed my buttons...
He was doing that on purpose is what I'm saying.
What'd you say?
I believe he was doing a lot of that on purpose.
He was doing, you said you started talking to him.
No, I'm talking about you, with you and him, like buttons. That's what I meant.
It's a lot. Look, let me tell you something. All right, hold on. Let me say this. I am the type of person that
Let me say this about Darlene, man. Yo, Darlene, you were the most adorable person. You shared so much of your life with me. So much of your life. You told me things that I would never repeat. In that short amount of time, we got to know each other and really connected. And I think that we was on a really like dope space with each other. Darlene, you are one of the most sweetest people. And the one thing that AD knows is the language of the ladies. Now, hold on. Before we play the rest of this, Darlene, you loved me. You loved what I was about. And I loved what you was about also. I loved the things that you told me. I loved the things that you showed me. I loved all of that. Darlene, listen. If you ever in the D, if you ever come to the city, because I know you were saying how much you love the city, you love all of that stuff. If you ever in the city, you get first class treatment. All you got to do is hit me. I'm going to make sure you get all of the great treatment. If you ever around, if you ever need anything, make sure you hit me up. I'm going to make sure that you're good. Best of treatment, penthouse suites. And I know that you don't even see, I listened to you. I listened to you. I heard your thoughts. And I don't want to share what we talked about because I get it. But I know you're not about all of that. I know that that type of stuff is not a big deal for you. I know that this is what you're used to. I'm just keeping it 100. She was the sweetest person that I had ever. I haven't met nobody out in LA that was sweeter than Darlene. I said, wow, really? Told me where she was raised. Told me how she grew up. What life was like this versus we had a deep conversation. We was on the same fucking wavelength. I said, damn, me and Darlene, we fucking here, bro. Honest to God, we was here. See, I ain't telling y'all all of this shit that happened behind the scene. Me and Darlene, we was fucking here. And I was like, damn, Darlene is like one of the sweetest people that I've ever met in my entire life. And I love that story that you had told me about the motorcycle. I love that story that you told me about the motorcycle. That was dope. Honestly, that was dope as fuck. That was hella dope. I'm rocking with that shit because I was like, damn, you different. You not like the rest of these girls out here. You different. You a different type of woman. But you got to do what you got to do. So, hold your people down. If you hit me up or whatever, I ain't even going to tell these niggas. Like, just hold your people down. Get that money. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your business. Keep getting your visibility. Do what you got to do, baby girl. But I think we should continue the conversation because there's some other shit that I think that you're not elevating. I don't think that you being used correctly. I don't think that you being in a position. You sitting in there and you got to sit next to this Neanderthal and shit like that. And I think that they throttling you. You know what I'm saying? I think that you being... Anyways. Shout out to Darlene. Let me see the rest of what this had to say.
People think that they can analyze by pointing a finger. But I've been swimming in the mud. People say this show been going on for 16 years. I've been getting it longer than 16 years. I've been getting it, homie, without no backdooria. No, it's been me. So trust me. People might think I don't know what I'm doing. People might think buttons can be pushed on me. They can say whatever they want to say. But look at the source is what I always say. When somebody say something.
What up, lead attorney? What up, my dog? Man, me and Lee, we like kind of came up together around the same time. So me and Lee, we done seen some shit in these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? What up, Lee? What up to my dog, Lee?
About me, look at the source. because the source is always going to show theyself to be talking too motherfucking much. I'm talking to all of the women out there who want to understand that life is going to put in what you put in it. When a man you don't know is talking to you, you're supposed to be short with him. Especially if you represented in any way by another man, another company, or whatever. Because you will wind up doing work for them and then talking about them later. History will repeat itself.
You know what's so interesting about that? The girl that I brought with me, but that shows that there's some discontent in there somewhere, in my opinion. This is my professional assessment of the situation. There is some, I sense, I'm not saying it's for sure. I'm not saying none of that. The girl that was with me was very happy, was very comfortable. She was cool with whatever decision that had been made, and she stayed, she just chilled. All of the ladies that was there, y'all were very hospitable. You were incredibly nice. You were very comforting. You brought a sense of femininity in, and the calmness that you guys brought, and the conversations that you guys brought. It cannot be understated that I think that you guys are undervalued. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm hiring. And that's not pointed to anybody. I'm just saying in general. I have space. I have budget. I have an extension in the budget in 2026 to ensure that people are taken care of. All of my people taken care of. All of my people good. They get paid good. They eat good. They live good. Life is good. Tell them, Molly. Oh, shit. Let me read some more of these super chats. Shout out to Kerry. I didn't know that type of energy happened afterwards. He starts scolding his people on the live. Wait. He starts scolding Darlene on the live? So he held her accountable in front of everybody on a live stream? Oh, shit. That's not G. Fuck. Fuck. Yo, it's Eric TV says, and Abraham Lincoln was unalive by his VP did. Shout out to you, Uncle Slim. I appreciate you, Unc. Solution Trucking Channel says, when I met you in Houston, I shook hands with you and told you I was rocking with you for life. I could sense the real in you from that one interaction. Shout out to the people that's met me in real life. James says, just be you all the time and that's it. Long Way ENT says he checked Darlene for talking to you. Oh man, the Oscar goes to Mr. Holcombs, says Shin. Crash Out of Cash Out says Darlene even said that he got played like a fiddle. Mike Griffin says, what up though with the 5-ball? Appreciate you, Mike. Seth says the look on her face said this ninja is an idiot. Uncle Slim says D sucker is fighting words. What did you expect? To fight. Then I seen the bitch in that nigga and I said, oh, this ain't no shit. I said, this nigga insulin low. This nigga sugar low. What was his sugar at? Like a 73? Hey, somebody get this nigga a Sprite. Somebody get this nigga a Mr. Pibbs. Ain't that what y'all drink out here? A Mr. Pibbs, a soda? We call it pop and D. Long Way ENT says he also admitted that other people has told him that Craig has no backbone. New says, what did you learn from this? That nigga was just as much of a bitch in real life as he is on the internet. Boss, but he's a good comedian, so I fuck with him. Boss Man says, Anton got you on, fam. No cap.
Forever Runway Fashion Line says Corey wife looking at him sideways now. I don't speak on men's wives. I don't speak on men's wives. I'm not interested in talking about his wife. Only thing I'm gonna say about her is that she was very cool. She was the one that asked the question, and she seemed like a very, very nice person. I'm not telling y'all her name. I'm not doing none of that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't speak on men's wives. She's not a content creator. She's not none of that. This ain't got nothing to do with men's wives. That's why I said that nigga's a hoe. Because he tried to fuck up what I got going on, and he didn't know that he can't fuck up what I got going on. And so I don't have nothing to say. Only thing I have to say about anybody's wife is that they, is good things. Is the good things that I experienced in my interaction with them. She seemed like a nice person, and she seemed like she was very cool. That's all I got to say about that. I don't speak on other niggas' wives. No matter how I may feel about you, I don't speak on niggas' kids that I know, and I do not speak on niggas' wives that I know. That ain't got nothing to do with this. If the only reason I'm even having a conversation about Darlene and how cool she is because Darlene is a content creator. Darlene is a content creator. So, I thought that she was awesome. But I'm not speaking on another nigga's wife. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So y'all can leave that out of the conversation. That's not a part of this. Let me see what else we got here. Bless a blessing says, if you got to tell a man to not disrespect you again in order to pop off, you really don't want the smoke. If he forgave what he said was dissing, y'all would have been able to talk and have a conversation, but he wanted a viral moment, not the actual topics. Shout out to you, Dagger. I appreciate you. Mikey Mike Show says AD did not invite him to his manhood. He said, suck black people's you know what, not shake. Mr. Wealthy says, Anton, you stood on all 10. Salute. We don't know. We don't salute. Salute. We don't bow. Shout out to Mr. Wealthy. Appreciate you, Mr. Wealthy. Thank you, my friend. Jay Denoir says, 80 appears we got a few Corey fans in here salty that their hero didn't live up to that Chicago tough guy shit. The nigga blinked. What they supposed to? They supposed to be with they guy and defending. I don't know how you can defend him, but that's what they supposed to do. That's what they're supposed to do. I expect for them to feel some type of way about their leader going down. You're supposed to be hurt. Do you know how much these niggas cried last night? Them niggas was probably in the bed. Why didn't you take the fade? Why didn't you take the fade? Nigga, they supposed to be crashing out right now. These niggas is in shambles. These niggas are in shambles. Your leader got exposed by an internet nigga? Wouldn't you be in shambles if the nigga that you looked up to was a bitch in real life? You wouldn't feel no type of way? Imagine finding out that the nigga that you actually champion, you said this is the realest nigga in comedy, he never did, is a bitch in real life. Nigga, you would be in shambles. I would be so heartbroken. Oh my God, what the fuck, man? Why this nigga ain't hold it down? Nigga, if I was a Chicago nigga, I would be hurt. If I was a 5150 nigga, I would be hurt. If I'm an LA nigga, I'm like, bro, what the fuck you come out here for with this dumb shit acting like you was tough? Hurt. Nigga, at the very least, I'm like, hold on. I'm from Detroit, nigga. You seen me say it right there. I said, nigga, I'm from Detroit. Nigga, ain't no bitch in me. Nothing. Win, lose, or draw, we could shoot a fair one. Right now. You niggas y'all should be hurt, bro. Hurt. Tell that nigga to stop saying he from there, bro. Tell him to stop. Mr. Neal says, to sum it up, Corey was disrespectful first, so Anton responded. After the fade offer, he got real passive aggressive and couldn't move on, and even Drasnich trying to expose him as a cheater. Big L Corey. Henry Woodmore says, Aton, dog, don't even worry about it. Keep going. These ninjas ain't trying to get to no solutions. It's all entertainment based. We got to do better. Courtney Jones, what up, though? I appreciate you, Courtney. Scott Woodford says, as a white man, you are correct. Eric TV says, I'm Cali Ninja. You would said out back where we be throwing hands, shoulders, knees, and toes. I would shack your hands. That's how I made all of my friends. Hold on one. Forever Runway Fashion Line says, if he did fade with you, he would have to win to be. No, you don't have to win. Listen, that's the misunderstanding. People think that just because you shoot a fair one, that you have to win. You don't have to win. It's not about winning or losing. And see, that's how I know that y'all not real ones. That's how I know that y'all are not real ones. You don't have to win just because you shoot a fade. It's not about winning or losing. That's how I know that half of you niggas ain't probably ever been in a fight in your life. It's not about winning or losing. If we would have shot a fair one, I wouldn't have came back, and even if I won, I wouldn't have said, yo, yup, I won, I beat that nigga ass, none of that shit. It's not about that. Yo, we shot a fair one. It was what it was, and we kept it moving. It's not about winning. It ain't shooting a fade has never been about who got the best hands. That's what boxing is. That's what you get paid to do. Shooting a fade is, okay, so you feeling some type of way and you don't feel like we can communicate about it no more. So then that means we got to get this shit on. So that's how I know you niggas don't know nothing about it. You don't know shit about this. So I don't believe y'all. That's how I know you niggas is fake. Courtney Jones says that shit was hilarious. He said, no, so why bring up jail? I own a small company sitting in my office. Now I never plan on going to jail. Facts. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Mr. Politrick says, I don't agree with Anton politically. I'm liberal, but Anton displayed what he does not generalize, which Corey was trying to back him into a corner. Quasar says Corey thought he was getting Millionaire Morning Show AD. Fuck around and got Room 9 AD. It's a difference. Fight Club AD. Corey Jones says Corey secretly liked Darlene. He was pissed to find out y'all was talking. Secretly like Darlene. He was pissed to find out y'all was talking. Shout out to Courtney Jones. Spacer says my only issue was when he said you don't have smoke for white men. Clearly he didn't do his homework because you do that almost every day. That I told him that though, right? I said you don't watch. You don't watch. Mike Griffin says, Anton, I don't think you about that life. I got 100 on Corey. I got money too. Okay, I'll take your 100 too. Mind blowing behavior podcast says Corey would have knocked those veneers out of your mouth. He moved into your space for a reason. What's a fact is you never repeated yourself when he pressed you. Okay, I respect your opinion. Shout out to you, and my veneers are gorgeous. Gorgeous, nigga. Gorgeous. Mr. Youngblood City said, when you said let's go outside right now, he got shook. He just wants to argue and yell. Arrows back says Darlene is choosing. Dodo 02 says, I wonder has Corey ever been touched when he was younger? He's so focused on that backdoorian. Thank you, Anton. Detroit, don't play. We bring that alpha energy. Erica says Corey was on some lame shit. King, says the fact that they called it rage baiting when he was the one who started it was crazy. I fuck with you both, but Gory got to take the L. Also, the fact that he hinted about who was with you, and you knew it was, smooth. Yeah, that nigga got played. He got out chest, out maneuver, all of that. Office Angel says, I've been a fan of both of y'all, but Corey lost me. He called what you said was homosexual, called you a bitch, but was easily offended. It's Democrat shit. Yannick says, hashtag slap for Mika. Shout out to Mika. Lord B. Golfin says, cold-blooded, play on, player. Too Tall says, let's talk about some money. Tomorrow, we're going to get back to our regular list. Today, I'm not doing nothing. Tomorrow, we getting back to our regularly scheduled program. I just went live for y'all just for this because I was tired as hell when I went to sleep. Daddy Dame says Corey would have been gassed after 3 or 4 swings. I got my money on Anton if he could have weathered the storm. IBR says, was Corey's girl's name Rita G? I don't know. I'm not getting into that. I don't talk about people's chicks. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with this. Me University says, just from Ice-T's album covers, you can she a 101. Laura B. Golfin says, this is Carrie's fault. Damon Dennis says, Myron Gaines live podcast now. He's back in Anton and condemning Corey. Jay DeNoir says, wait, what? Corey's woman was asking Darlene's questions about AD. Man, this dude's fake aura is cooked like grits in a side of bacon. Spaces said, because I don't know what their situation is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what their life is. I don't know if he want people to know who she is or none of that shit. She not in front of the camera. So as far as I'm concerned, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's his family. That's his people. I don't get into that shit. Spacer says, asking her to vouch for Anton in front of her man. In front of her man. Champion Chuck says Darlene was bad back in the day. Pull up the album cover of her IT pop. Oh, I know who Darlene is. Y'all act like I don't know who he is. I mean, who she is. Shout out to Mika says, I'm eating now. Blessing says, do you need a tech cybersecurity specialist? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Mr. Lot says, Anton got a hitter with the baby face line. Hey there, I don't know. I don't like the way he treats you. Fist of Flames says, Darlene is definitely a rider. Her help me capabilities is exceptional and rare. Her potential has been throttled on that side, handled with care. I think Darlene is dope. Rider Wise says, yo, Anton, you stood on business. Corey didn't want that energy when you called him outside twice. He did all of that for clicks and he thought you was going back down. Shen C says, my entire algorithm is filled with this. I've been defending you all morning. I haven't defended someone this much since Mayweather fought Pac-Man. Where's the full interview? Corey Holcomb didn't post it. Yeah, he did. Let me see. It's there. It's on his channel. It's there. Manny Plays PC says, having one of your girls asking the other girl, what was he like in front of you, gotta hurt. Y'all wild, bro. Y'all wild. Eric TV says, oh, he took me off the thumbnail. Let me see. This nigga so gay. Hey, take him off the thumbnail. Take him off the thumbnail. He's so weak. This nigga's so weak. Oh my God. I cannot believe that y'all actually thought that this nigga was a real one. He is weak, bro. Whoever fucking with this nigga and think that he's a cool one, dog, Corey is gay. Corey, in my opinion, he is the weakest, fakest one that has gotten exposed in 2006. That is the weakest shit ever. Oh my God. Oh, this nigga is a sucker. He is sucker. Oh shit. I didn't know you was that weak, bro. I ain't know you was that weak, bro. Nigga, you's a whole hoe. Not a half a hoe. You a whole hoe, bro. This nigga's a whole hoe. Oh. He acting like a bitter baby mama. This nigga got bitter baby mama energy, bro. He got bitter baby mama energy. Let me show you the thumbnail that he sent me. See? This is what Phil sent me. This is the thumbnail that Phil sent me, y'all. He said, Anton, we on for the night. Oh, shit. Oh, bro. Oh, that nigga is so hurt. This nigga is a whole female, bro. Did he untag me on Instagram on the picture? Let me see this shit. Nigga probably blocked me on Instagram too. Hey, the nigga untagged me on the picture. This nigga cleared me on social media. Hey, hold on. You know how a nigga could tag you on the shit that they post? Hey, man, promote this shit. That shit is not on my profile no more, bro. Dog. Oh, Corey is a bitch, bro. Corey is a bitch. This nigga untagged me. Oh, shit. I told you these niggas is hoes, man. I told you that they hoes. Damn. Damn, bro. I see the bitch in you, nigga. Ain't that what Common in Chicago said? He said, I see the bitch in you, nigga. I see the bitch in you, nigga. I see the bitch in you, nigga. This nigga broke up with me like a bitter baby mama, bro. I'm so disappointed in this nigga, bro. I'm so disappointed in this nigga. Never meet your heroes, bro. Never meet niggas that you thought was cool and was real ones. They gonna disappoint you, bro. Eric says, I need a better job, man. I'm very funny too. That's y'all king. Terrell says, my algorithm got reactions from the whole 5150 interview. Glad I know what's up in real time from your channel. Dirty Woman says, Anton, you have shown again and again how true masculine energy works. Respect. Hashtag Jesus Christ is King. Melvin Johnson said, like Kez says, sign language, all insults and the need to be right. Mike Knight says, AD, how far was outside? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. He just didn't have the capacity, says the Rogue Index. AD equals cerebral assassin. My girl, just a brown girl in America, says my mouth hit the floor when you stood up and said, Ninja, let's go. And I tried to pick it up, but you said I pooped on you. So I just left it on the floor till you left. Shout out to my girl, just a brown girl in America. Bo says, why do black folks always bring white people in it? Because they can't stand on their own. Mike Deuce View says he couldn't win intellectually, so he had the wolf. Sore Baby says, my dog from the D the same way. Shout out to Joy Road. Shout out to Exit 9 out here. Chozart says, I said Anton, you better not flinch. Salute from the D and the intellects. See you on the other side. It's up and been up. Shout out to me, my Detroit brethren. 3 Easy says AD and the D comment was out of pocket. Corey flashed for a moment, but he knew it could go bad if y'all didn't resolve the issue. Then it got bad when both egos couldn't get all the way back down to earth. I was chill 100%. Christopher Reed says, we spoke before when I lived in Poland. I speak about you and Corey, but he really disappointed me today. He was, and thank you for the 50 ball too. You was 100% right. Thank you for confessing your love and connection to Jesus. You are a man of God, not entitled, but in boxed and not in the box that they put you in. Thank you, Christopher Reed. Free Thinker says, I think one of the most underrated things you did in the discussion with Corey was call out how he keeps weak people around him to prop himself up. Easy dub for Anton. Quasi says, AD, why is everybody skipping that he started it? Because they want their king to not die. Monaco says, we from Detroit, proud of you standing on business. Prince Revolver says, Corey Dirty Mac every week and the women he mess with rarely talks about snowmen. They called me Mr. Bibb says, I felt both you guys are better than that, but once he kept talking, I realized someone touched him before. Eric TV says, we would run a fair one and shake your hand. Facts. And shake your hand afterwards. True Crime Time says, Corey, people in the glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Don't start nothing. They don't be about nothing. Corey hit first and didn't expect to get hit back. Jesse V says, shout out to the bag chasers. Myria says, you exposed Corey just like Dame Dash exposed the 10-year Jim Jones acting tough and not getting down 80 for the win. Bishop Bond says, you left skid marks on his hoodie. Christopher Reed says, also his reaction to you saying he sucks black people dick was very suspect, which makes me think he was an abused child, and that's something he's fighting against. You may have exposed something deeper. I'll pay for his therapy. I will pay for Corey's therapy. Next week is going to be interesting. If you want therapy, if there's something in your past, and I'm not saying that it is, but if there's something in your past that's leading you to feel some type of way, I will pay for your therapy. I got good people around me. Kenyon Bell says, it was wise to not repeat yourself because everyone would have been affected. I ran into the same situation at the airport or would have had me in jail and stopped me from getting back to the bag. Shout out to Kenyon Bell. Crash Out of Cash Out says, I just gave the video a thumbs down now. Just the Brown Girl in America says, you should use it just to show he changed it. Call me Mr. Bibb says, I lost all respect for him yesterday. Sigma the Prince says, you gained some of his subscribers. Bag chasing will always supersede the streets. Shout out to the Patreon members. Make sure you'll tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. He untagged you from Mimi said he untagged you from the live video too. The original thumbnail is still on the story, said Mr. Lott. Wealthy Fighter says, y'all both too old and rich to this. Be honest, salute though. J Ben, my dog, says, okay, removing the pic is one thing. Removing your name too. Ain't no effing way grown men acting this way after discourse, right or wrong or indifferent. That's some hoe ass shit. Word to mother. Soldiers Addict says, aloha AD. I support both of your platforms. I was very happy to see you on this platform, and like many, saw a monumental opportunity. It's sad we missed out collectively. I didn't miss out. Forever Runway Fashion Line says that ride back home with Shorty was quiet. DB says, how you let him play you for clicks? Now you have to unsubstantiate it, says Eric TV. 50 Cent emotional fits into this scenario so well, says Real Life PJ. CB Station says no thumbnail when an untag with a gangster. Stan Mansa says, oh, how you handled yourself, my guy. You cooked that man by simply being straightforward and honest. He folded badly. Tab Boogie says he gave the same energy as Lord Jamar debating Professor Dave. They always want to get violent when they can't win an argument. Newfound respect for you, Anton, says construction. Soldiers Addict says, AD continued. Your points were very accurate, and Corey has never had anyone hold him accountable. Also, I believe that though he means well, his intellect is limited, and he realized the differences. Forever Runway Fashion Line says, so you don't have to win the fade if Shorty ass got touched by a ninja? Huh? Not only you gotta defend yourself, but you gotta win as well. I don't even know what you're saying. Joe Smith, Caribbean, says Anton Daniels is a blatant liar and got exposed for glazing white men. Well done to Corey Holcomb. D. Johnson says, Anton, the real G, did you see Corey's fear on his face when you got up for the fade? Set apart soldier says, yo, AD, is there issue between you and A Smarts? Who is A Smarts? He going against you on Insta in defense of Corey. You said A Smarts? I don't know who it is. I'm about to find out though. A Smarts. Oh, he an actor and comedian. He a comedian. What else is he supposed to do? He a part of the Brotherhood. I've never heard of him before, though. Oh, he only got 6,000 subscribers on YouTube? God bless him. Listen. People are gonna pick sides and they're gonna defend their people. Shout out to them. I appreciate you niggas. Let me see something too. Shout out to TV Fate hashtag Fate Life says bars, bro. I appreciate you. To TB. Also want to give a shout out to John Teal on Cash App, says it's for standing on business. Fuck Corey. Mike, that dude, said I thought a Fate was coming to the Patreon. Brandon Nicholson says he lucky I wasn't there, bro. Frank White says salute AD. And Mike, that dude, said you was great on Corey's show. Shout out to all of my Cash Appers and the people that hold me down. Everybody. Y'all are great. Shout out to Corey. We did a great thing. I need to call. Shit, I'm boarding in less than 2 hours. I need to get the fuck out of here. Just Christian Black in the building. I appreciate you. Christian Black for holding me down on the platform. I have to get up out of here. I got to get up out of here, bro. I got to get up out of here. I got to hit this, get back to where I'm from. Somebody said, show us your sub growth off of this. Oh, I want to let y'all know that I'm not streaming on my main channel. The MMS channel with 400 and something thousand subscribers, this is not my main channel. The Anton Daniels channel is my main channel with the 1.2 million plus. So this is B-side information for me. This is B-side. I'm not even talking about this on my main channel. I will never mention this on my main channel. You was about to fight a senior citizen, says I'm glad you were able to expose Corey for the coward he is. I witnessed a corner store drunk argue with the owner about loitering. Salute to Anton, said Inspire. Yeah, this is not my main channel, bro. This is a second channel. This is the fun channel. Anyways, all right, y'all. I gotta get up out of here. And I got a lot of phone calls to make because a lot of people asking me to call them too. If Corey's scared, I'm scared too. Don't hit me, Anton, says D Johnson. What up, D? All right, y'all. I got to get up out of here. I got to get to the airport. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.